biwa.
Nataka uchange hiyo
Mara ngapi?
Time it's continuous. Hujasema pesa ya kwa nani MC Chris. Hujasema kwa mali safi. Kila mali akiapia alafu ongea vile anaongeaga basi. Pesa utoka tu. Hiyo sauti ama ni musician.
Hata kwa Biggie amechangiwa sana.
How can you fake voices like that?
Kwa Big Daddy amechangishiwa pia.
Ama anaimbanga. How can you switch like that?
Nimefast nikikuombea Miss Cara mpaka nikafuriza Miss Cara. Nirudishie nikunywe county kabla nipige nduru walai.
Ile kitu yenye imekuwa ikinisumbua ni sauti, because I realized akichangiwa sauti hakuna. Kama achangiwe, na nikauliza nikasema wow, leo unaongea poa than yesterday. Watu wakasema cancer patients saa zingine wanalemewa.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
The thyroid is normal, nothing. Hakukuwa na anything kwa upper body. It was only showing alikuwa na colon cancer peke yake. So hizo documents zenye zilionyesha ya kwamba amepatiwa 6 months ziko wapi? Na alipewa 6 months kama CT scan inaonyesha nini? That's all we are asking for.
Nani, Diana, hii colon cancer ilikuwa lini?
Hiyo colon cancer ilipatikana last year. Hiyo document tumeona ni last year mwezi wa 7. So yeye by today alikuwa anasema ati cancer yake imefika kwa brain yake. Lakini hii scan ya mwezi ya 7 inaonyesha hakukuwa na breast cancer, hakukuwa na brain cancer, hakukuwa na lung cancer.
Yeah.
Na ukumbuke alikuwa ametuma picha kwa huyu Grace Amos ya picha ya matiti yake ikionyesha ya kwamba ako na breast cancer. Na hiyo time yenye alikuwa ametuma hiyo report. Kwa hivyo hiyo breast alituma ilikuwa ni nini? Alikuwa amechora na kalamu ama nini? Because haiambatani na results yenye Grace alikuwa nayo. There was nothing on her breast. It would have shown on the scan. So why was she sending a picture of her breast na kukuwa na breast cancer at that particular time? Leta makaratasi Miss Cara. Wacha propaganda mingi, wacha story mingi na kupatia watu warnings ati usitumie. We deserve to know the truth. And we have not accused you of anything. We are following your paperwork. That is all. It will not take you time kutuletea makaratasi. Hiyo tu.
I believe kama basi hana nini shida kuchangiwa, hafai kuwa na shida kushare na mtu nini, bora tu zisiekwe huku kwa TikTok.
Hatuwezi weka, hata saizi tumeona hizo makaratasi zake hatujaziweka hapa.
Atumie tu mtu mmoja mwenye atumia. Hii kesi iishe.
Hakuna mtu mwenye ako interested na kumnini. We just want the truth.
Unajua Mikebe nimekuwa na hizo documents since November na sijaitumia mtu, so her documents are safe. Akituma hakuna mtu analeta nini zake kwa TikTok. Niko na hizo vitu since November na sasa tuko March na hajaizisikia anywhere.
And she should not feel uncomfortable sharing documentation, my dear. She should not.
Najibia mwanza.
Ngoja kutoka 7 naki Miss Cara, si utume tu story ishe.
Because if the cancer has metastasized, there should be another report showing the same, in all honesty. Remember, that is actually it's more than 6 months ago, because hiyo ni kitu ya July last year. So there should be a more recent one. If at all there was a repeat that showed metastasization.
Niliwaambia mkianza kuongelelea style 69 JD Bia muniambie.
Na waulizaje kwani omena siku hizi inawacha mkundu? Guy,
Kwa nini?
Yawa, nyinyi watu nimekufa.
Glada siwache tu
Nimepika omena jana na waambieni nimekula omena ile kitu I'm going through.
Kwani ilisema kana sisi wote tukule omena di. Hata mimi nilikula omena lunch.
Kwani omena siku hizi na wacha mkundu ama nini?
Omena lunch time.
No, this is so strange. Omena
nilikula omena lunch time and it was so sweet. Inakuasha. Kwani uliweka pilipili?
By the way, I didn't put pilipili. I really wanted it to be as natural as possible, but the way hiyo omena inafanya nini mkundu yangu ina behave. Sijui
nani Diana usikii Onji amesema tusitumiwe nini? Ati tu kuchanga shame on her.
Onji. Oya, kweli amejua tumewahi kusupport Miss Cara before. Ishia where? Amejua, anafikiria yeye peke yake ndiye amesupport Miss Cara. Ako aware.
Jua dichanga 1 million.
Akome akwende na huko.
Onji tukome.
Kwenda ukaende akatengeneze longi za bwanake.
Hiyo conversation inafanyika wapi? Juu naona mkileta tu updates na sina copy. Hiyo conversation inafanyika wapi?
I told you guys, Sabrina, koma. You guys. Hii TikTok.
Do people know hata mtu anaweza chukua OB as long as umechukua pesa za watu na hiyo medical report iprovidiwe?
Mi naona tu akuja clear jina yake, asikuja hapa kunini usaidizi tena afanyiwe kama Budoi, watu waanze kumuuliza pesa yenye walichanga. Muni mute.
Kama watu wenye wanamjua walai wamesema hawezi. Watu wawili wameniambia hawezi leta.
Yeah, she's unajua ile kiburi yenye Nasra alikuwa nayo akijibizana na Diana. I knew there's something wrong with her. Nani? Miss Cara. Nilijua there's something wrong with her.
Kwani ushaiongea na yeye? Hii juzi.
Mimi hakuna kitu sijui kuhusu ugonjwa wa Miss Cara. Umeelewa?
Unajua Diana, unajua watu wanaweza fikiria na pretend hawajui you're someone who never who can know something na nyamaze nayo till the right time comes. I swear I know. Diana, hata kweli nishai discuss nani Miss Cara na wewe? Never.
No.
Mwenye hata ashai kwa concerned ni Kemi, ndiye aliniambia babe, I've been with nini patients wa cancer. Kila siku mtu atakuwa weak. It's not possible for someone to take that treatment hivyo. Yeye alishuku treatment, si ugonjwa, treatment. Na unajua mchango ilikuwa ya treatment, unaelewa? Unajua sasa hapo ndio shida iko. Yeye alishuku treatment na mchango na treatment equals to money. Ni mgonjwa yes, lakini treatment ndio watu wako na doubts nayo. So but cancer drains. I wish you can come and talk ndio afungue watu for the sake of next time, kusaidiwa next time.
Hata wewe unaweza kuja ukiwa na 1 million.
1 million ni kidogo kwa mtu wa cancer alafu anaenda Aga Khan.
Utakuja kama uko na 1 million.
1 million.
Na sasa unajua Glada anasema alimuona Hosi akataka kwenda kumvisit as 105. Imagine aliambia Glada asiende.
Chekesha.
Ataenda wapi? Down.
My dear friend.
Kwa Aga Khan. Hiyo nini picha unasema ni Aga Khan.
Na kama immunity kuna unalitoka
sasa watu wataanza kuconnect dots. Ulikata Glada kuje kukuona and then wakati ulipost uko hosi, and then umekataa kuleta documents. Utafanya watu next time ukihitaji? Hiyo ni pesa kidogo, 7-8 pocket money ni pesa kidogo.
Amesema daktari amemuadvise immunity iko chini, asivizitiwe, alimit watu mpaka nini immunity ikue juu na akue strong.
Akiwa home.
So nikasema okay, I'll wait.
Akiwa home?
Yeah.
Na mimi nilifikiria she was admitted ama?
Asanda. Now when I was talking to her, she was at home.
It's the same Miss Cara ako hapa jamani, nimemuona. Thank you for coming, Miss Cara.
Sasa, we Fatuma Ali, mimi I didn't see your message, I didn't see your inbox. What you want to say? Panda pa kwa guest. Mimi unajua Mr. Kangi story ati mtu ameenda nyuma, sijui akasema, watu waseme na mimi nimeanza mambo ya 30%. I don't know what you are talking about. I limited my inbox, so naweza kuwa sikuona anything kenye uliandika.
Miss Cara, just
unaweza panda hapa.
People like really, they gave a lot of money. That is when I knew this lady. They gave a lot of money that day. So hii story yenye hizi maswali zimefanya mpaka Merupriti anatunini, anatudisrespect, anatutrash yani. Ai. Kitaka kupanda tu request. Miss Cara, if you want to come up.
Cara uko hapa. Miss Cara si ukam basi wewe mwenyewe ujionyeshe documents.
Maybe she will come up.
Yeah.
Fatma nikupandishe ukuje kufanya nini? Wewe ndiye Miss Cara? Amepanda guys.
JB. Thank you Miss Cara umekam. Thank you pia. Hebu clarify mbi because napata watu kwa inbox wakisema ati mpaka Winrose anasema ati request kulipa direct to hospital, akakuitisha pay bill alipe the sections zenye alikuwa amepromise and you didn't respond till today. Clarify juu ako kwa ITK akisema hivyo.
Ebu nini wacha me like I said, I know nothing about the things kina Magi wamekuwa kielezea na D, so I will mute na nikuwe mpenzi msikilizaji like anybody of us, like everybody here. Okay, like most of us, see everybody, wengine nimedix hapa. So I'll mute. Diana, Miss Cara is here. Miss Cara, how are you feeling today?
Hi everyone. I'm speaking in a bit.
Okay.
Kwani JB ameenda? Guys. Nani JB pole.
I'm here.
Nimeshaingia kazini, so I'm gonna be limited in the way I'm talking. Na mnisamehe.
Okay.
But niko sawa. Miss Cara, habari yako? Hello. Okay, akiongea mniambie. Unaendelea aje? Habari yako? Okay, you don't have to talk. You don't have to talk much. So we mute tu. Ile kitu nilikuwa naulizia ni kama uko na documents za kuonesha ya kwamba cancer imespread mpaka kwa kichwa yako, ama kama uko na documents za kuonesha ya kwamba at this moment ulikuwa umeambiwa umebaki na miezi 6 na kila kitu. Those are the latest scan na the latest documents. Hizo ndio ninaomba kama uko nazo utumie JB ama utumie Glado. You don't have to send me. Hiyo tu.
I send Glado or I show.
Hapana, usionyeshe documents zako hapa kwa umati, unaweza tumia Glado.
Okay.
Mute. Ama ni mimi sisikii. As we wait, Miss Cara atume tap tap at me the host.
Oh, asante Magi. Also Miss Cara, can you answer me kama uliwahi kuwa na lung cancer, breast cancer or throat cancer? Unaweza ukatype hapo chini at any point.
Um, Diana and everyone, when I sent some people about my breast and lungs, I told Grace and other people that the metastasis in my lungs is affecting my breast. There were nodules of the tumor that were affecting my right breast. So that was before the scan. And after the scan, I'm sending that document to Glado too. It showed that there have been nodules on the upper left lobe of my lungs.
Magi, unaweza ongea juu ni kama Diana ameingia kazi.
Hapana, nataka asome comments zangu. Read my comments as you answer Magi. Magi, go ahead.
I don't know the whatever the results. The results that we're reading for the CT scan. Was it done in the month of July? Hayuko, ni kama ako kwa kikombe. Wacha arudi. Miss Cara, hi.
Nani, si tume document juu, I think
Let me feed. I'm requesting.
When was your
Because
latest
I'm taking the
results
pictures
done?
of.
Nani, Magi, si wache atume picture kwanza juu. Ni kama ana nini.
Okay.
Energy.
Haya, atume.
Guys, hat me the host. Nyinyi watu wote, please. Swale nawe rudi nyumbani. Rudi nyumbani tutap tutume hatmi. Hai, ulianguka tena. Guys, hat me please.
See picture ya Mwakuma imefika.
JB hapa kwako people are not tapping. Hii live hata haionekani kwa FYP. People are not tapping kwa sababu tunaanguka ovyo ovyo. Watu wa tap unawatume hat me. Tunaanguka ovyo ovyo kwa sababu people are not tapping.
Yeah. Tap please. Ama nitoe comments so that you can tap, eh?
Eka subscribers.
Ile inakuaga ya mboka ya Lady J wewe.
Lady J. Ai, ameisha kama ni mwanamke.
Uliona Sunday JB alikuwa anavamiwa huko na comment section akaamua ati let me put subscribers only. I only want to talk to subscribers
you
now.
People are not being fair. Like you people are not being fair. Yani mtu kutoka being number 1 blog trending in Kenya, East Africa to 500 million. Hapana. From 19.
Wacha nikwambie JB. Hapa TikTok, one thing I've come to learn is only survival for the toughest.
TikTok is
survival for the toughest.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not
survival for the toughest. Kama una thick skin, this is not an app for you. Tafuta kwingine ama ukae uko Facebook.
Hapo basi.
Number 1 East Africa. Amebaki kuwa na sijui ni
yani I have sent the brain MRI request. I have sent for the lungs. I have sent my history report. And what have I sent again? From the radiologist. The recent ones. So I think Clado can forward. I'm here. They have stamps and dates.
Yeah, nimefuadia JB.
All right, let me check. I'm forwarding you in a few. Niliwaambia mimi kitu yenye naweza verify ni pombe, nijue percentage ni gani na style za kitanda, hiyo tu.
Nimejua tu utasema hiyo.
Hizo zingine zinapitia kwangu kama nimezisukuma huko.
JB, unajua wewe hukuingia ndege juu ya masomo.
You know,
uliingia juu ya pombe na kanyau.
Kwanza hapo kwa pombe nini insist hapo kwa pombe hapo.
Watu wa kanyau mnajijua.
The last scan was December 3 months ago, and the MRI was last month.
All right. All right.
The only thing I've not sent is my prognosis. Only that. For personal reasons.
Magitacha, mimi na
prognosis. Okay. So they give guys prognosis wananini wanapatia mtu written yani. Wow. Magi, patient upewaga nini prognosis written? Inakuwaga documented.
It's on my drive. The Ataga Khan they give us a drive, a USB drive. Let me show you how it looks.
Alright. Hata hapa majibu yote mtu pewaga tu kwa drive.
So I want to ask you, Miss Cara. Magi, hebu fungua mic unaonikome. So you're willing for people to contribute money for you up to 1 million, but you don't want to give us a document showing your prognosis. How are you going to verify how the documents are related to what you're ailing from if you don't show us a document of prognosis? The prognosis is the major thing here.
I have sent those ones. Prognosis is the time that they tell you that you have something. Maybe Maggie can explain to you further, and I also know you understand. So
I do understand, but you know now that's what I asked
Kuna
because
swali nilikuwa nimeuliza because the CT scan that we saw here was the CT scan yenye iko as the previous report ni ya July, if I'm not wrong, ilikuwa ya July. So was there a recent other than hiyo ya July? Was there a recent CT scan?
I have sent that.
Oh, okay. So what does the recent CT scan say? You know I cannot talk na sijaiona. I can only talk about what I've seen. You understand? And by the time they do the recent CT scan, fine, they give you in a drive, but they will also include the prognosis after the recent CT scan if they notice any changes from the previous CT scan. So I don't know whether they included that on your drive.
It is written, there are scattered classified nodules of periphery on the left upper lobe, post pulmonary carcinoma, fibrotic bands, some of which are classified.
I don't know, were they classified as benign or malignant?
Repeat. Let me read again. There are classified pulmonary nodules, periphery on the left upper lobe of fibrotic carcinoma, evident on the post-inflammatory nature.
Inflammatory nature. There is the part you read. There's the part you read where there was something carcinoma. What does it say? What carcinoma?
Inflammatory pulmonary carcinoma on the left upper lobe.
Okay. Pulmonary carcinoma on the right upper lobe. And now my question was, did the doctor classify the lobes, as benign or malignant? Because even after they read it out like that, they have to classify it. Was it ever classified?
Glad, can you forward Maggie so that when I'm reading, she can verify what I'm reading also? Because I've sent that page. It is written, acute findings.
Everything. Niliford kila kitu Maggie.
Simu nipatie hiyo kitu nijisomee. Unajua mimi I'm not very good at hearing. Nilifanyiwa surgery ya masikio when I was young, by the way guys. Sikwangi mzuri na masikio na I like reading. Simu nipatie nisome.
Positive of malignant.
Exactly, that is what I was asking. That is what, because there is no way they can talk of lobes and carcinoma without classifying it whether it's malignant or benign. That is exactly the question I was asking. The test was for when, Miss Cara? When did they come up with that report? Miss Cara, are you there?
Yes, it was 20th.
When was the report given?
20th December.
20th December. Okay. So guys, when I talk of malignant and benign, those are medical terms. For malignant mostly is cancerous and it means it spreads. When we talk of malignant, we mean that it spreads and it's cancerous. Meaning that it can even infect healthy cells. When you talk of benign, it's something that is just, what can I tell you? They explain it in layman's term. How will I explain this in layman's term? It's a mass of cells. Benign, when you talk of benign, we basically mean a mass of cells that does not invade any neighboring tissue or that does not metastasize.
Maggie, actually, the CT scan was, they always do CT scan with the contrast for the cancer patients, and it takes the report is never instant. So
I know the report has to be reported by a consultant.
And the result came on 17th of January. Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, if that's the report, we were going with the previous report, but if that is the current report, fine. It said there is cancer in your...
And when they were collecting the MRI that was done was not the normal MRI.
Okay,
they did
MRI read the conclusion.
Orbits. They did the MRI with orbits on my brain because they suspected that I'm having the
It's okay, Miss Cara. Just wait.
Memory loss.
Just wait.
So, okay.
It's okay, Miss Cara. Those are symptoms. Just read the conclusion of the report. The conclusion, because there's always that conclusion or diagnosis at the end of the report.
JB, hakuna kitu nimepata. You need to send me.
Okay. Guys,
wacha asome mwisho wa report. Ngoja kidogo JB. Read the end of the report. What was the radiologist's conclusion?
Maggie, give her time. Wewe wacha mute. Upate usome documents. Usimweke na kazi nyingi. Yeah, wacha usome
sijaona hata document, guys. I'm depending with what she's saying. Juu sijasoma, sijaiona.
Wacha mute. Tunaangalia document.
D, I sent you but kwa namba ingine, kwa ile namba ingine, so check again, nimekutumia kwa simu ingine. So it's okay. Guys, wacha ni mute na wacha mtu.
Guys, tap, host me the guest, inaitakwaje? Hat me the host, tap. Na mtutumie gift tukomboka.
Ongeza volume. Tutalala nje.
By the way, kwani hawajui tukomboka? Hawajui tukomboka hapa. Mbona hamtumi gifts na mko hapa mumekaa 500 of you?
Mumetuangalia tu hivi, lakini kwa Lady J
Mnatuangalia tu nde.
watu wa mlima
Vile unaongea mtu hawezi jua wewe ni wa mlima. Tuma ng'ombe. Tuma lion. Kwanza hii mwaka sijapata lion.
patia lion.
Patia lion.
Kunokoni je.
Oh, Travis. Okay, let's go.
Tuma panya.
Tuma kuku.
Muna nini gift basi.
Maybe wanataka tuongee in British English. Wanataka tuongee in British English.
Kama muna gift mwende, tunaweka subscribers. Hat me the host.
Ati panya ni nani? Ni mpanya wetu mnaita panya, mkome.
Anyway, wacha tungoje daktari. Mimi kama mtu mwenye anaosha choo, nimeangalia documents, hainionyeshi anything to do with brain cancer, lung cancer or breast cancer. Na mkumbuke mimi naosha choo. Nimemute, tunangoja daktari. Na nimeangalia documents. Sawa? Yeah. Na hata hakuna kitu kama carcinogenic hapo. Mimi naye ni mjinga, ninaosha choo. Nimemute.
Tap hapo chini, tapini hapo chini. Kazi yenu ya comment hapa imeisha.
Watu 500 hebu tutapieni na mtume hatmi.
Nilikuwa gai, kumbe nilikuwa naongea alafu sijui nikapigiwa. Nilikuwa nauliza kwani hizi vitu mlikuwa mnasoma na microscope? Mbona mtupatii feedback? Hii TV sasa inasikia naongea inaanza kushout shua. Hebu ngoja. Hai. What the hell? Mayo. Hold on guys. Looking for a... Shut up. Nilikuwa nauliza kwani hizi vitu mmenitumia ni the same zenye mmetumiwa? Ama mbona conclusion yangu inaonyesha
ni hizo.
Tabidi nijikaze kusoma kwa sababu kwa saidi yangu vitu naona kuna mtu ameongea ama nitachoma. Kuna mtu ameongea ama nitachoma.
Daktari Macho ameongea.
Amesema aje? Guys, wacha nirudie kusoma ndio nikuje vizuri nisifanye mistake na upate nimechoma.
Kila mtu ako kwa kikombe. Thank you guys for tapping. Tap to 100k. Hat me the host.
Kwani bado watu wana comment?
Kama nani mwenye ako na kucha?
Watu wana comment bado.
Kwani mlikuwa mtoe comment? Mwenye ako na ng'ombe anaweza nipea maziwa yake? Guys, tap. Watu wana tap. Thank you so much guys. At me the host. Ati subs only. Ulisikia wapi? Huku ni hosi, huku ni therapy. Kwani mlikuwa prison? Sikuona. Na bana mimi sikuona.
Nimerudi
Okay.
guys. Nimerudi. Now,
Chukua mic.
sasa
Watu watap
there is a
kufungulia
scan.
comment.
Hebu mtap kwanza. Hebu mtap.
Tufikeni 80,000. Daktari aongee.
Nikebele DJ amesema utoe hiyo profile.
Anikome. Alete 5.7 million.
Wewe Kemi soma document vizuri. Ni kama ulisoma sentence ya mwisho. Anzia pale juu. You need to read one by one. Slowly, sentence by sentence. So that you understand. Vizuri.
Mkikuwa ready kunipatia mic mniambie.
JB alienda kuosha mtoto. We good vibes ati imagine Mikebe. Ona, mnakumbuka nani? JB Mikebe.
Good vibes.
Nani aongee? Before daktari aongee, si Kemi aongee. Kemi, wewe unataka sisi peke yetu ndio tukuwe na shida na
Unataka nirekodiwe juu? Munikome. Anyway guys, mimi sijui kama wamenitumia the right documents, but zile documents niko nazo zinasema test zote ziko sawa. Hakuna concern yoyote kwa documentation. Like yeah. Hivyo ndio inaniambia kulingana na summary na conclusion ya daktari hakuna kitu yoyote mbaya mahali.
The same thing nimeambia JB, hebu sema kama nimekuambia hivyo.
Sasa msinirekodi mimi na nimesema
sijasoma, niko kwa bath na pia mtoi bath sijasoma walai tena. Sijasoma. Ngoja kidogo nitaenda huko niangalie.
Guys, msinirecord, lakini ile documents wamenitumia kama ni hizo zinasema ya kwamba
nikaforwardiwa. Stop playing with soap. Niliforwardiwa nikaforwardia. So I don't.
Zinasema ya kwamba hakuna anything yenye imeonekana, kila kitu iko normal. Poleni guys. Alafu hakuna nini ya brain, naona tu ya chest. Ya chest na bone hivyo tu. Hiyo ya brain akisijaona unless mmenitumia nusu pia. Yeah. But anyway guys, let's
pia ya brain MRI.
Oh, okay. Ebu mtutumie ya brain tuone. Alafu mlisema hii kansa ya nini alikuwa nayo 2024 na naona document inasema 2020.
Ati?
Hii story
I think ni 2020. Ni 2020. Mimi nilijua kutoka kwa post yenye aliyekaga ya jani yake iko kwa page yake.
That is what I was saying and you guys kept insisting it's 2024. So I was like, no, it cannot be 2024.
No, ni kitambo.
Because nikiangalia kwa wall yake alikuwa post zake za kwa 2023 about jani yake ya cancer. So but the document says 2020. So I don't know what to say, but alafu sijaona document yoyote ya 2025. So maybe that's what we are waiting for.
What about brain?
Nikutumia documents za 2025.
Okay.
What about document ya brain Chioma?
Ndio amesema ametuma saa hii.
Okay.
Hakuna yenye sijatuma Miskari.
Grado uko na za 2025?
No, everything she sent ndio nimetuma. Hebu I recheck again.
Okay, Travis. Hair is yours. You see Mama doesn't have hair. Then you clean it off. Or you're the one with hair. Or
Labda kwa hizi documents hazifanani juu mimi niko na za 2024 na 2025. The documents I have ni za 2024 na 2025.
Grace za 2025 zinasemaje? The documents you have. Cause kama ni hizo zenye nilikuforwardia, nani anafaa kwe nazo Kemi juu pia nilimforwardia the same time. Here. Your body.
How to watch no TV then?
You're eating and going to bed.
Documents, kwa hizo documents Miskara yenye ametuma angalieni yenye imeandikwa appointment slip. Hiyo ni alimetuma tu ya appointment, nothing else. Yenye imeonyesha Kenya naenda kuangaliwa MRI brain and something orbit.
What are the latest findings of brain cancer? I think findings is a brain cancer ndio.
It's just an appointment.
Ama ni nini comment section walikuwa naulizia sini findings is a brain cancer? Ama me I don't know, let them open, you know what I'm
Date 17 mwezi wa kwanza 2025 Glado.
Here? Nini? No.
Ebu elezea nani Miskara juu hiyo yenye mimi yenye unasema yenye inasema something to do na brain, hiyo tu appointment slip ilikuwa tu just an appointment. So I don't know whether ulienda na ilikuwa imeandikiwa date
maybe wacha niulize, pia tunakaa hapa ati juu nimesema juu nimesema niulize juu ya pombe. It's not like I have nothing to ask her about,
Guys, kuna nini? Kuna whatever, you know, Miss Cara went to the hospital and reported that she was having chest pains. So daktari akadecide amtume aende afanyiwe chest MRI. So alipofanyiwa, actually unaona MRI kama hii, a confirmatory MRI, mostly ukienda hospitali, the reason why hata ina taking long kutoka or kuleta results is because it's not just one doctor who analyzes this MRI. Hii MRI huwa analyziwa hata na daktari wawili ama watatu. Unaona, they will report the status wakiwa wawili. Mmoja wataireport na mwenzake, alafu wataivalidate. And that is why ukiangalia kwa hiyo status unapatanga ukienda ufanyiwe alafu wakupatie hiyo results, the written document, because it's a very important document, utapata itakuwa validated na madaktari wawili because mostly it's confirmatory, like haina pingamizi. That's why ina validate wangu na madaktari wawili hata si daktari mmoja, so that there is no iota of doubt. So there is a MRI that was done to Miss Cara, and I'm sure it's validated by 2 doctors. And the conclusion, alifanyiwa, you know, when they do chest, they'll check every part of your chest. You understand? They will check your lungs, they will check your trachea, your bronchioles, kila kitu yenye ina involve your mediastinal region. So, for Miss Cara waliangalia, wakapata, for the chest, walipata kuna nodular opacities are seen in the anterior segment of the right upper lobe. You know, the lung is divided into lobes. Lung ya mwanadamu ikuangi just like atini kinyama, inakuanga iko in lobes. So unapata there are some parts of your lobes that can be affected, but they didn't point out that it's cancer that has affected the lobes ama the lungs of Miss Cara. Remember you guys, like niliwaambia mchana, Miss Cara was undergoing radiotherapy. Radiotherapy or chemotherapy, first of all, it lowers your immunity and it leaves you exposed to a lot of infections. And the number one infections zenye huwa zinashika wagonjwa wa cancer or people that are undergoing radiotherapy or chemotherapy, uanga mostly is upper respiratory tract infections or lower respiratory tract infections. And so when those bacteria attack you, most likely they'll go to your lung because they are airborne. Remember, they are airborne and your immunity is low. You know, we have bacteria everywhere in the air, and remember your immunity is low. That's why unapatanga wagonjwa when they are going through radiotherapy, chemotherapy, huwa wanavaa mask. Unaambiwa tu ukienda in public places, unavaa mask. Unaona? Because airborne diseases ndio huwa zinakuattack mostly even before anything. And that is why unanga hata kwa wagonjwa wa HIV. Let's even talk of patients who have AIDS. AIDS ni sazile your CD4 level zimeenda chini kabisa, then your HIV transformed into AIDS. Unaona? So mostly unapatanga pia our immunity iko low, and the first thing, what is the first thing that huwa ina infect? Tuberculosis. Actually there was a time ukienda huku nje uambie watu wewe uko na TB, we will also test you for HIV, because mostly ukiwa na nini na HIV and your immunity is low, the first disease that is likely to attack you is TB. And where does TB go? It goes to your lungs. Though not necessarily. TB can attack any part.
Magi usikiki ama umepigiwa simu hausikiki? Magi usikiki na unaelezea poa, naona ni kama ungekuwa mwalimu wangu wa biology ningepita. Unaelezea poa sana.
Yeah, so there is no pleural effusion in the lungs, and there is also no pneumothorax. Hakuna hewa, so it's just opacities ambazo zinakujanga with any type of infection that infects your upper respiratory or lower respiratory tracts. Zitaonyesha hizo opacities. Unaona, those opacities are some kind of patches zenye zinaonekana kwa lungs ya mtu. So hapo huyo daktari amezisema hivyo, and then ameenda kwa chest, ameangalia akaona those nodular opacities. All those are things that can happen due to an infection in your lower respiratory tract. Unaona? So from there ameangalia kila kitu, the heart normal in size and all that. Akakuja pia kwa the supraclavicular part yenye tuliongelea before. Akasema is seen and thyroid gland is normal. Ameandika hapo tu vizuri, thyroid gland is normal. For the bones wakaangalia pia wakasema no acute fractures or aggressive lesions seen. So the conclusion, the conclusion part of the report is the most important. And guys, this conclusion, uanga, it's not just reached by one doctor. Uanga inakuwa reached by 2 doctors, sometimes even 3 doctors. Unaona? So, wakaangalia, and their conclusion was bilateral upper lobe 3 inbud opacities are concerning for pneumotic process. Unanielewa? Pneumotic or pneumonia process is anything that affects your lungs. It can
because
be
of what they saw. Because of what they saw, the findings
the
after she went
they
for
saw. Yeah.
Test nini. Now imagine Miss Cara umeshuka na kuinvite you pandi, imagine, because
yes.
A lot of people are concerned about the cancer tumor story that made Kenyans raise for you 1 million Kenyan shillings.
So JP, wacha nikumalizie hii report, then I mute muendele. So the conclusion, madaktari wamesema bilateral upper lobe 3 inbud opacities are concerning for pneumonic process. Unasikia pneumonic process. No acute findings within the abdomen and pelvis. So you guys, I want you to concentrate on the pneumonic process part. Tukiongea about pneumonic, we are basically talking about your lungs being infected. It can be by a bacteria, it can be by a virus, it can also be by a foreign substance. You understand? There is nowhere daktari may conclude that there is any carcinogenic. When you talk of carcinogenic, we are talking about cancer, which could be benign or malignant. Either it's iko mali tu pamoja ama ni kitu ina spread. You understand? Hakuna mahali ameongelelea hiyo. Amesema tu there is a pneumonic process taking place. And this MRI, if it was also done to a patient with, let us say, tuberculosis, it will also tell you the same report. Itakwambia there is a pneumonic process taking place. Anything that affects your lungs in whatever way, causing opacities or those dark patches, we always call it in medicine, it's a pneumonic process. You understand? So hakuna mahali wametaja cancer. And so
I think that is the time alikuja akasema imespread kwenda kwa lungs. That is the time alisema cancer imefika kwa lungs.
Yeah, so guys, I just want to point out hakuna conclusion ya cancer hapo, because when these doctors see any cancer or when they see any carcinogenic process taking place in your lungs, the next thing they will request for is a biopsy of your lungs. You understand? They will request for a biopsy of your lungs to ascertain what kind of cancer cells are growing in your lungs. But by the time they will check and see is a pneumonic process taking place, they have no reason to request for a biopsy. Because that can be an infection that hata wakikupatia antibiotics wataimaliza. And like I told you guys, cancer patients, yes, it's bacterial, actually can be bacterial, can be viral. And so, please keep in mind, wagonjwa wa cancer wanakuanga very prone. Remember, Miss Cara akona CA, colon, na ni mtu anaenda through radiotherapy. So, chances of immunity going low is very high, because remember, this radiotherapy and chemotherapy was in a destroy all the good cancer cells, your body cells, in a destroy both your good body cells and the cancer cells. Itakangi kujua. You understand? And that is why the doctors, like I told you guys, they try to minimize the rate at which they even give you this radiotherapy and chemotherapy. In fact, sometimes hata inafikanga place hii chemo hata inawanga wagonjwa wa cancer. That's why hata before wako approve for radiotherapy and chemotherapy, they will first make sure your body is strong enough to stand it.
Okay, another question. Okay, another question. I hope utasahau kenye ulikuwa unauliza, ndio mimi pia nisisahau. Hii colon cancer wa ina affect sauti? Cause I would imagine cancer.
Colon cancer will not affect your voice unless it may metastasize, like it may spread to your clavicular region. Your clavicular region, nimekwambia ni the upper chest region is your clavicular region. So that's the only time, if there is metastasis, which we'll call malignant type of carcinoma, is the only one that will affect your voice, either because probably it may spread into your voice box, ama imeenda ika affect your whatever, your thyroid gland. Now, but let me tell you, if cancer cells go and affect your thyroid gland, guys, you will either have two options. You will either have a dead thyroid gland that cannot secrete any T3 or T4, na utajipata umeweka on drugs like the levothyroxine, ama kama sio hivyo utajipata uko na thyroid gland yenye ina oversecrete the T3 and the T4s. So you will end up with either an active thyroid gland or a dead thyroid gland. Mambo wangani mawili. So you will end up with either hypothyroidism or hypothyroidism. You understand? And you will also end up with all those ninis. And then watu wenye mostly wanapotezanga sauti when they have throat cancer, ikispread huko kwa throat, most of the people that lose sauti ni wale watu wenye wako na inaitwaje, esophageal, CA esophagus. Hao ndio watu wao wanashindwa kuswallow na pia wana lose sauti ya kuongea. The other people that wao wanashindwa kuswallow na wanashindwa kuongea ni watu wenye wako na motor neuron disease and GPS, Guillain-Barré syndrome. Guillain-Barré pia ina spreading, whether if you people have ever heard of Guillain-Barré syndrome, disease, Guillain-Barré disease. Guillain-Barré disease inaanzianga kwa your lower extremities. Inaendaga ikipanda pole. First of all una lose miguu zako, inaenda tena inapanda, inakuja all the way to your abdomen, inaenda tena inapanda mpaka inakuja mahali you cannot even breathe, ndio unakujanga kukufa eventually.
Watu wa dima inaendelea kutap as you get the insights of the doctor. Watu wa D-, if you are not catching
from here nitakuwa nimesha kwa daktari graduation tu.
Watu endelea kutap.
Dr. Watemu graduation tu ndio inabaki.
Endelea kutapuru hapo kidogo guys. So mimi kitu nataka kusema ni
ngoja Kemi, unajua umeniambia nikutumie documents And I understand kwa nini ulikuwa unasema ni kutumia documents zote. What you have is what Maggie has.
No, yeye amesema ametuma hii ya mwisho.
And is what I also have. And is what I also have.
Amesema ametuma hii ya mwisho ya kichwa. Glado umetumiwa hii ya 2025.
Wacha nikwambie hii ya kichwa ni appointment.
Glado basi yako.
Hiyo ya kichwa ni appointment slip.
Ni appointment ya kumuonesha eti anaenda for appointment. All the documents.
Hiyo ni appointment, yeah.
Hata wote niwaambie hizo documents zote hakuna yenye inaonyesha eti anafaa kuenda for 18 sessions.
Alafu pia hizo document zote hakuna ile progress report ya daktari.
Hakuna hata moja, hakuna anything ya kuonyesha ya kwamba anafaa kuenda.
And then another thing to note with the documents, guys. Another thing to note with the documents, they have all cleared our organs. Clear the kidneys, clear the liver, clear
the stomach linings.
All these organs yenye the cancer must metastasize ndio ifike kwa brain zimekuwa cleared. And guys, it does not make sense. Na si kwa ubaya guys. Mimi msiende kunijaji huko nje na mnikome. There is no way cancer itaruka or itamestastasize into your brain directly without metastasizing in your other organs. In fact, your brain will be the last one. And that is why it's always rare. That is why it's always rare that cancer can jump from the colon up to your brain without affecting other organs. Mimi sijasema anadanganya, but according to the reports zenye ziko hapa, it doesn't just make sense.
Yeah.
And our report does not point for cancer anywhere kwa brain.
Sasa mungoja nikitoka kazini tutamaliza na kucheza recording. Na Miss Cara does not have brain cancer. She's never had breast cancer. She has not been found to have any cancer except colon cancer, which was found out in 2020. Yeah. She has not been given she has not produced any documents to show why she needs 18 sessions of radiotherapy.
No, Candid, you told us yako na nini yako na cancer tumchangie Candid. Na imagine hapa chini amekataa kupanda kabisa. Mimi
cancer yako nayo.
Cancer alikuwa nayo JB.
Cancer ako nayo si atiana. Lakini hajafika huko mali anawaambia. Hajafika huko mali anawaambia.
Kemi Diana amesema I told you. Na ndio amesema I told you, lakini alituambia yes ako nayo na tunajua ako nayo. Mimi ile kitu yenye na izataka Miss Cara niambie ile over 300 alichangiwa hapa kwangu ni gani? Juu najaribu kumpandisha hataki.
Ngoja mambo ya pesa nini? Ngoja kidogo guys, wacha niwaambie like whatever we have, okay, whatever I have from the doctor's reports. And I believe any other visitation yenye unaenda to see a doctor, especially for like cancer patients, kuna kuanga na zile progress report ama progress whatever wanaandikanga hapo chini, how far you are, kama nini, how bad it is ama how good it is, like hana hizo vitu zote. Alafu awasemi whatever session she's going through ama whatever therapy she's doing, hatujapata any information ama hakuna document kama hiyo. Hakuna hizo updates za daktari. Na hakuna any like hizo
She said she has cancer stage 4. Her colon cancer imefika stage 4. That is what she said, and she has 6 months to live. After amesema hii ya brain amepata ya brain.
Hii ya brain hata hajafanyiwa.
The problem is, guys, the problem is according to the documents, there is even nowhere mahali hata wanapeana progress ya hiyo colon cancer yake. Like hakuna document yenye inaonyesha kama bado inaendelea ama ilidai ama what happened with it. Like ama yuko na hiyo document yenye inaonyesha vile ana progress.
Can I speak?
There is no document that is showing. Wacha niseme kitu alafu dia ongeje niko job. Hakuna document yenye inaonyesha history yake na colon cancer na mahali imefika. Unasikia? Hakuna documents zinaonyesha eti alikuja na pain akisema ya kwamba 2020 kulikuwa na nini findings za colon cancer, so wakamrudisha aende afanye hizo tests ku verify pahali ugonjwa na hiyo uchungu wako nayo inatokea wapi. kwa test results zote hakuna yenye imeonyesha ya kwamba organs zake ziko na shida, liver iko sawa, lungs iko sawa. Ilikuwa inaonyesha ni kwamba kuna inflammation kwa sababu ya pneumonia. Hakuna kitu kwa kichwa yake, there is no tumor, there is no nothing. She doesn't have brain cancer.
Yeah, because even kwa nini ya daktari, whatever is showing, why she went back for the tests that she had, hizo za chest na whatever, anasema alikuwa ana complain juu ya headache.
Chest pain.
Headache pia, na
Chest pain and headaches.
And headaches, yeah.
So another thing ya mwisho before Diana ongee, hii kitu yote ametutumia, hakuna mahali inaonyesha anaenda through radiotherapy, na hakuna mahali inaonyesha recommendation ya daktari ya kwamba aende 18 radiotherapies. Hakuna hata moja.
Yeah. So hakuna hizo documents. Alafu ukiona kutoka apart from hiyo story ya colon cancer ya 2020, hakuna any documentation ya 2023. Yani 2022, 2023, 2020, like hakuna hizo.
Maraha, give me a minute nipandishe mtu jua ucontribute sahi.
Hata hakuna nini, hakuna staging, hatujui hiyo colon.
Yes, hakuna.
Allow me to say this.
Okay, Candy.
The first time that nililetwa juu nilikubalisha Malisafi afungua chai. Do you know I'm the one who gave Malisafi the permission and afungue chai? Kwa sababu Miss Cara was all calling my name. Why? Because guys, and when I speak, just allow me, niko lucky today, niko mgonjwa, niko nyumbani. But you know me very well as somebody who creates awareness. I'm not very good at fundraising. I create awareness on cancer. I'm somebody who's had cancer. And I'm someone who goes through a lot of health issues. So when Miss Cara came on my platform, I remember it was because of Ralph Muli, came and insulted me when Diana and Archie were speaking. Na can insult Kipara. And I did not feel bad because of Kipara, but I felt bad because I lost my hair to chemotherapy. So I really responded to Muli at that point. And then I moved to my platform. That is when Miss Cara followed me there. And she came and was typing so much in the comments that she's had cancer also, and she had me, talking to Muli and all that. And I'm so receptive of people who've gone through this journey because I know how difficult this journey is. Now, on my platform, it's rare for me to raise funds. Even if I try, of course, hata sipitangi hata maybe 200K or hata saingnet hata 20K. But now Miss Cara comes to my platform and she's somebody amongst all cancer patients that I've met. Miss Cara will want fellow cancer patients to carry her burden. And that is why when Malisafi had me on his platform, it was after a pseudo account came to my platform to say, and I've said this story before. Remember that day I came here, you were raising funds for Miss Cara, JB. And I said, I don't want to get involved. You sent people to call me. Somebody sent me a WhatsApp. I came in and I said, I don't want to get involved. Because see, for me, I believe in what Diana normally says. Documents. And secondly, for me, it's not merely documents. If you're raising funds for a cancer patient, which hospital is this patient being treated for? What is this money for? Is it for radiation? Is it for chemo? Is it for what? What is the account of this hospital? In the day that I was so annoyed by this lady is when she tricked me the second time after I'd raised funds for her. You're tricking somebody who is going through a heart problem. I have a heart problem. And you're making me stand on my platform for 2 days, raising money for you. And you're sitting in your house with your mother. And her mother helps her in fraud, this thing. And they're lying to me that they're at Nairobi West. The day we were at Malisafi's platform, you remember Diana Rose coming up, Nyako coming up, people coming up and telling me, oh, just let her, because she knows how to thin her voice. That day I told Malisafu, bring my sister up, because my sister Olivia is the one I sent to go find out if this woman is in her house. Because Olivia works at Gertrude Children's Hospital. Olivia knows very many people in the hospital networks in Kenya. So when this lady says she was in Nairobi West, and me, Diana, with my cancer history, with my heart problem, standing and my husband is cooking and washing kids because I'm taking care of Miss Cara, yet Miss Cara is seated in a house with her mother, not in the hospital. I have never talked like this with anger like this because I see the way you guys are with this woman. You forget other genuine cancer cases. So when this lady sends me picture, I said, look, I don't know how to raise funds, but I can tap into my networks in the US. I'm tired. Do you know I took a picture of my own bank account? I am a fool at empathy. I can drain my account to help people. My bank account was reading negative because Miss Cara is calling me throughout. She's calling me late in the night. I'm asleep. My phone is ringing. I log into my account, I take a picture, I send to her, Miss Cara, I am negative. Allow America to wake up, and I will write to my friends so they can help me whatever funds they can, and I will send to you. In the meantime, send me a picture of you. Where are you at? I am sitting outside Nairobi West. They've refused to take care of me because I don't have, they need me to pay a deposit of something over 100,000. I said, okay, send me a picture of you seated outside there. This woman sends me the picture. I create a flyer, and that's why I was so annoyed, because when I create a flyer, it's my profession on the line at that point, because people know me as very truthful. I am very truthful at heart, so that's why I call myself candid. And then I create a flyer, and I raise money for this girl, because I write a whole story of her, what she's gone through. Remember, she had this other cancer anyway that was diagnosed after the whatever, that she was coughing a lot on my platform. So anyway, my friend started sending money. And when I'm raising for her, I said, send directly to her phone. I put her phone number there. But because there are some whose numbers, the names, they don't want to be known, they send directly to me. Remember them, her accusing and refusing my sister should not come, and she said, Diana asked me, sent me money and asked for that money. You guys, if it were you, standing up there tired like that, people are sending money, hundreds, I raised for this girl over 300,000. Some were being sent to my phone, I transfer to her. And then my sister says, Diana, let me go visit her. Her voice, the voice she gives you guys here, is a fake one. Meet her when she's happy. That voice is gone. She knows how to manipulate you guys. And that's why many of you will not like me. Because me, I'm a cancer thriver. I'm a heart patient. You will find me with my strong voice, not looking for your pity. But Miss Cara knows how to beat your drum. She plays that voice. So I am up there and people are looking at me. I'm now, Candy Diana is the bad one. Candy Diana is proud. Candy Diana, leave this girl alone. I'm like, oh, you guys, I wish you knew. So I sent my sister because she says, let us buy for her food so that we go and see, I go and see her in the hospital. Is somebody visiting her? I said, Olivia, good, just go visit her. Olivia goes to Nairobi West. Hey, we come here to see Miss Cara. Which Miss Cara? They give the name. Nairobi West say, oh yeah, we know her. This is our outpatient. Because she was already treated. She's not a patient, she's outpatient. Olivia said, no, she's admitted here. They say, no, she's not admitted here. She normally just comes in to see doctors, then she leaves. Olivia now, she does not even know how to tell me. Olivia asks me, Diana, are you sure Miss Cara is at Nairobi West? I say, yeah, she's at Nairobi West. Okay, she does her research. The picture Miss Cara sent me when she was in the hospital, because once I raised funds, I told her, please, she tells me now the funds have arrived. Now I tell her, please give me the pay bill number for the hospital, because the first time we raised money for her, we were sending to the hospital. Then do you know what she tells me? She tells me, oh, the hospital accountant has said, don't send to the pay bill. You can just send to me and I'll give them, because last time everybody was sending all over and they did not know which one is for me. That is how she convinced me. So I said, okay, fine. We will just raise funds to come to your mobile phone. So then Olivia, once she tells me the money is enough, she tells me the money is enough. They're now admitting me. They're taking me to the ward. I said, okay, thank you. Thank God. When you reach the ward, please take a picture there. So I tell my friends, my network, that thank you so much. God bless you. This lady is now admitted. She sent me a picture. I send my friends. That is the picture my sister Olivia does her research with. The moment she's told Miss Cara is not in that place, Olivia goes online, checks Miss Cara's wall. Do you know where she finds that picture? 2 years ago. And then the other picture that she sends, that somebody is injecting her, literally, she's in a different, she runs to a different clinic, and literally, this girl can play with your minds. That's why I get so annoyed when I see you guys. And something in my heart, Diana Rose, you don't know. I sat back and I said, Diana Rose will be on this. I have not written to Diana Rose. In fact, I want to ask Diana Rose why she did not come to my event. I have not written to her. But I knew Diana will not sit down. I was seeing the way you guys are raising, and there are people suffering genuinely. She will come and post videos of, my mother came to see her. Do you know when we later found her and went to her house and found her sister told her, the day he was writing that she was on a where she was here in the house. Then my sister asked, okay, and where is she? Then her sister tells us where she is. Do you know whose money is being used at that time? Me. I am sending money to Hudson, my driver in Kenya. Put gas. Run around. They're running around now looking for her. At that time, she doesn't know my sister has discovered she's not in Nairobi West. Then my sister still calls her, Miss Cara, where are you? She said, I'm on Nairobi West. Then my sister said, Miss Cara, where are you? Then I send Miss Cara a certain picture. Then she knows at that point that I know she's not at the hospital. Then she now calls my sister pleading. I'm sorry I lied. My sister goes to where she was, finds her mother there. Her mother knew everything that she was doing. And so that is why every day I will always say, I have had cancer, but I will never use people to get people's money because of cancer. Because we are making people refuse to help genuine cases. Right now I'm talking to you. There's a genuine case in India asking me to help him. The guy has gone through treatment. The tongue has refused to speak. And I said to that guy, I don't know how I'll approach these Kenyans because there's something happening right now. Because I knew this was going to come. This was going to happen. So when somebody is being treated, Miss Cara has said to me herself, she had somebody in the UK that is funding all her treatments at Aga Khan. And then you guys are coming to raise funds, yet she says her sponsor is in the UK. When you're raising 1 million, what is the 1 million for? Is it for radiation? Is it for chemotherapy? You are supporting her in her eyes. You guys, there are people who are suffering with cancer out here. You have cancer, your body is weak, but you're on a flight going everywhere. Can't you ask yourself? When you're being treated, when I was undergoing cancer treatment, I was housebound. I was in a mask. My immunity was low. I cannot go to crowded places wanting people to see me everywhere. You guys, this lady is swindling you and you're closing your eyes to genuine cancer cases that require you to help. Sometimes listen to people like me. There is no cancer patient I hate. There is nobody I will never turn my back on a cancer patient. But when I see a fraud, I know it is a fraud. Miss Cara will fleece you and enrich herself. She's not the first cancer patient. She's not the last cancer patient. Then tomorrow you will hear her with her shrill voice. Catch her after she's out of life. She has a normal voice.
Tapuru guys, Tapuru leo ni ile. Alafu kuna kitu ingine nilikuwa nashindwa. How comes nywele yake inamwagika juu ya nini? Juu ya hizo chemotherapy lakini eyebrows zinabaki. What I know, nywele zote acha ninyamaze.
No, for me, no, kuna watu nywele zao.
Kuna si kila mtu mikebe.
And they don't lose their hair. Yeah. But I want to tell you guys, there's something about these main Kenyan content creators, Kenyan leading TikTokers. They like, and I would say the day I came on Malisafi's, I gave her audience. I gave her the limelight because of me, because people had not seen Diana and someone, Candid Diana and someone. And then I did that because she was out, you know, the money that Rosso gave, the money that King Rosso gave us, it has all gone to service. It has all gone to service. This morning, I was in a meeting. It is Geneva that has trickled down to lead to the presidential award. And at the presidential award, I've just met doctors that are coming, men, a lot of things. But this woman, she was somebody, she's somebody who when she knows you and she gets close to you, she'll want to cling on you. And every time she'll be sending you messages. Oh, my daughter sent me this message. Oh, I'm feeling like this. Oh, there's so many cancer patients that end up telling her, Miss Cara, I'm also a cancer patient, remember. So it is always pity-patting about her all the time that she wants you to forget what you're also suffering from. You understand? It is manipulation of the highest order. Manipulation of the highest order. The day that I asked her for documents, when this person came to my life and said they work at the White House, and they say that they found some money in their wallet and they want to send. So this person wants to send money through my organization. And I tell this person, that's not how we work. I am registered to provide food, to give food and educate on cancer and nutrition. I am not registered to give funds to patients. And the person says, and I tell the person, if you want any fund to pass through me, I don't want to be accused of what do you call it, money laundering. You have to write an official letter, and you have to explain why you're sending that money, and you have to indicate to which people. And as you do that, I am going to those patients that you promised money, I am going to ask them to give me documents to prove that they are patients, so that I match up to that document. When I'm filing tax, if a problem occurs, the documents will be right there. This person refuses to send those details. And the same time, I tell this patient, dollar bills was there, Cara was there, there were other patients there. Her name is Mercy, she lives in Mombasa. She was also there. Imagine all these people sent their documents. As we were waiting for this fraud working at White House to send us money, this person, don't laugh at me, this person even promised me they will take me to this musician, another musician who lives here in Oklahoma. I was seeing myself being in Hollywood. Miss Cara is the only one who did not send. Luckily, this person did not send any email, did not send any money. Do you know Miss Cara? I even blocked this. Miss Cara started saying I received money from America, from White House, her money, and I refused to give her money. I asked her, where? Dollar Bills normally sees things happening here, and Dollar Bills comes and tells me, Diana, I wish people could know Miss Cara. I wish they could know. I say, no, you cannot hit a fellow cancer patient. It's okay. It will be revealed at its own time. Now she got into the pockets of the leading, they call themselves the leading content creators in Kenyan platform. They normally look for a case that is standing out. They forget the little ones that need their help. There are so many that if you ask me, Diana, Candy Diana, bring us genuine cases, I will tell you. They normally open their lives. There are only be less than 10 people. There is one here who has a brain tumor in his mind. He is right now even not stable. But who looks at him? Nobody. Everyone wants to look at Miss Cara because of her voice. She likes playing, I've never spoken like this, but I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I asked Miss Cara, give me your patient ID. Because that day she said, I cannot get my doctor to write for me. My doctor said, because I was not diagnosed at Aga Khan, they cannot write for me a letter. I said, no. The letter does not mean they have to have diagnosed you. The letter for showing that you're a patient that says, reference, this patient is a patient at Aga Khan, this period, simple. That is what I attached to the document for my tax reasons and everything. And I said, if they cannot write for you, I have a sister-in-law who worked there. Just give me your patient number. She told me what number she needs. And then they are going to help write that letter for you. That is when she went mute. Then the following day, she started to say, oh, there's no need. You see, the last time I told you information, you went and told people. I'm like, what information did I tell people? Every time you're the one who was asking me to put you up on my platform. You are the one who was talking about your experiences so that you raise money for you. Oh, let me tell you, do not chat with that woman on WhatsApp. I'm telling you guys the truth today, and I've never said this. That woman will want to be trapping you with information regarding famous Kenyan TikTokers. It is the wisdom God has given me. Even this Diana Rose. Diana, there's a day, I don't know, I was not awake. But the late Matthew, may he rest in peace. There was a time, I think, the time Miss Cara was having something, coughing, pneumonia, blah, blah, blah. She was saying all that. She came and asked me, Candid, are you close to Diana Rose? I said, no, I'm not so close to TikTokers, but I see her and I like her and I follow her. Okay. Because Matthew told me that they were on a platform at night and she said, is she the only one who's had cancer? If she's dying, let her die. I said, go back and discuss that with Matthew. I don't discuss TikTokers on my WhatsApp. That is how I chased her. Even Big Daddy. This lady was on my platform. I chased her. Even Mary Black. On my WhatsApp, I chased her. If I was somebody that talks ill of people behind, you could be seeing so many messages about me. Be careful of Miss Cara. This is the last time I've told you guys. People have ignored me many times, but I'm telling you, be careful of Miss Cara.
Aya, mimi niko na ujumbe kwa Miss Cara. Miss Cara, you have 24 hours to give me a document that shows you have colon cancer. Na mali imefika. If you don't, you will be in the news. Nimekupatia 24 hours. Sitaongea na wewe tena. Guys, kesho nitawachezea recording hapa. Na mkae mkijua ya kwamba mmekulwa pesa 1 million. Sawa sawa. There is no brain cancer. There was never breast cancer. There was nothing at all. And it has taken me how many? It took me 4 weeks to follow Miss Cara and get everything that I need. So Miss Cara, you have until tomorrow. You need to give me a document that is showing a doctor actually found out you have colon cancer, the stage ya colon cancer yako, na mahali imefika. Just give us that document. Tomorrow, such a time, make sure you have that document. Sitakuongelesha mengi. That is all.
Well, guys.
As for me, first of all, nimesikia there's some fools somewhere saying that I'm talking what Diana has told me to say. Let me tell you, Diana has not told me to say anything. I'm talking from the documents zenye nimeona and my medical knowledge yenye niko nayo, and from what I can see in those documents. I'm talking as per the documents. You understand? That have been produced to me. And there are some academic dwarfs. There are some academic dwarfs and stiff-necked fools that are claiming that I sat the NCLEX and failed. My friend, mimi sijai kukalia any NCLEX, but I can assure you, the day I ever sit for the NCLEX, I will scatter it. Go and write it down. The day I ever, mimi Magidhacha ile siku nitaamua nimeenda kukalia NCLEX, I will scatter it. And I want to make it clear to you. People don't just wake up and go and sit for the NCLEX. There are procedures that are involved before you can go and sit your ass to do the NCLEX. You don't just wake up from your stupid bed to go and sit for the NCLEX. But trust you me, the day I ever sit for the NCLEX, go and write it down. I will scatter the NCLEX into pieces. Write that one down. Last but not least, nimesikia kuna takataka ingine mahali nasema ati me, I am reading Miss Cara's results very loud and clear, but I was unable to read my father's results. Excuse me. First of all, my father, by the way, I've never failed any exam. Hata in nursing school, mimi sijai kufail any single exam. From the time niligia nursing school, baka siku nilitoka, and the day I still went back, baka siku nilitoka. Mimi nimeishi nursing school for 6 years. And last but not least, nimesikia kuna takataka inasema ati I'm able to read Miss Cara's results loud and clear, but I could not read my father's results. At least my father had genuine cancer. Mnasikia? And number two, I myself, I had read my father's results and I knew very well his days are numbered here. Takataka. Mtu ani address tena.
We are the most watched live right now in Kenya and East Africa.
Mikebe smart, uko na profile picture smart
Sana. Huyo ni Shiro wa mlima.
Niko na swali moja by the way.
Just in case you think nursing school is easy, enda uingie huko uniletee qualifications zako. Thank you.
Niko na swali moja kwa candidate.
Yeah. Magi tulia. Kila mtu ako na hizo documents and everybody mwenye ako na hizo documents hakuna mtu amesema otherwise. Like for real, it's not about even being a medic. Even for a layman, if you send anybody those documents, like as we said, the documents do not have any progress doctor's report. They do not have any notes on how the patient is has been doing therapy and how far the patient has gone, what is the progress of her cancer. There are no documents from 2001 to 2005 showing the progress of colon cancer. So hizi therapy zenye amekuwa akienda the sessions, there is no notes on that and why she's doing the sessions. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Unless she has more documents that she did not send, but whatever she sent for especially 2024, the conclusion of the doctors is that there's nothing wrong with her. She's perfectly fine. When she requested for the chest and whatever, when she went for the checkups, like hakuna anything that was abnormal with her. So hakuna cancer, guys. Hakuna mali nasema akona cancer ama anything. There's nothing like that. The only thing walikuwa na suspect pneumonia, in which wali clear chest yake, waka clear. So it's a whole lot of things. Unless there's something else. In short, she was cleared unless there's something else she did not send to us. So
Kemi, hii ya kuclear, we are talking of 20th of December. Yenye daktari walisema hana anything. They did not find anything. 20th of December. Kuna ingine ana request MRI juu anaumwa na kichwa na chest. Bado hiyo MRI yenye sasa alikuja kati watu ako karibu hiyo alisema kona brain hiyo brain mastitis to brain. So hiyo bado ajatuma, hakuna padi ametumia, lakini 20th as of 20th of December nini doctor report inasema iko very clear. Hakuna padi hiyo cancer.
Organs zake zote ziko sawa, body organs zake ziko sawa, liver yake iko sawa, kidney yake iko sawa, stomach lining yake iko sawa, like nothing.
Yeah, that's what you hear me talk about on my platform. I normally encourage cancer patients. Once you've undergone treatment and you're fine, live life.
Mimi ningekuwa yeye singetuma hizi documents. Singetuma.
Go to work and work. Arwa, you said you have a question for me. Go ahead. And before you ask me, Arwa, Kemi, the thing about scans and machines, you can always go. I've told you, this lady went to a doctor friend of hers and they took a picture, a calendar of Nairobi West, and they placed in front on a table, okay? And then they pretended to be injecting her hand, and then took a picture of that thing. So for someone to do that, to convince...
Also, just now, Ngoja Diana, one of the documents that she has sent us is also fake from Aga Khan. I've just been verified. Yeah.
Yes.
One of the documents, the last one, is fake from Aga Khan. It's verified. Yeah.
Gani, Diana, which one?
No, the picture she sent me.
Colon cancer 2020. It's fake.
Yeah, the picture she sent me, Kemi, the one that I was using to ask my network in the US to raise funds for me, when she was saying she's at Nairobi West, she took a picture of somebody, a friend of hers working at a clinic. They were pretending to inject her hand and they put a calendar for Nairobi West on that table and some Nairobi West things to convince us that was Nairobi West. Kumbe, it was not Nairobi West. You understand? So when you see her in a machine, I've seen other contents here in Kenya. Sometimes people are lying, they were in a hospital. Kumbe, they were not in a hospital. You can always go and tell somebody, put me in machine. You've seen me when I go for my scans, my PET scans, my MRI. So if I go for an MRI, I come back and put a video and say, hey, guys, I'm like this. And because I had cancer before, do you know I can use you and you think I did? These are things that people go for all the time. People go for x-rays all the time. Why is it that we want to lie to people with big machines? Because we are lying inside a machine. Last week I was lying inside a machine. I was suspected there was a nodule on my left lung. Did anybody here on TikTok know that Candy had something suspicious on her left lung? I did not. Why should I come here and start leaving people, making people start having parties on me? No. So people should stop. You guys, I want to encourage you guys. Please use me sometimes to verify these things. Do not vilify me. Do not vilify Diana Rose. Do not vilify people who stand on the ground of integrity.
They will not think. They will not think. They cannot think because, first of all, they hate Diana Rose. So they cannot think. They cannot go out of the box. Sawa. They can't and they will not.
She's gotten the money she wanted. She will never get that money back. But you guys have learned your lessons. I cry all this time. Kwanza, Mnafaa mnisaidie kuweka food bank Kisumu, kuweka food bank places. I come with genuine requests for you guys, but you only want pity parties. You want me to go and turn my voice real. So,
Candid.
those are the things that convince you. Arwa asked me the question. Let me hear from Arwa first.
Wacha niulize swali zangu. Mnasema MRI mpaka ninafikiria ni MRO. Anyway, Candid Diana, was Miss Cara ever diagnosed on cancer?
I've known
because mnatuchanganya hapa, mnasema document inasema hajawahi kuwa na cancer, mara unasema someone alikuwa na sponsor cancer yake when someone from the UK. So was she ever diagnosed with cancer?
When she went to Nairobi West, my sister went to Nairobi West, and Nairobi West told them Miss Cara she was treated there for colon cancer. But she was an outpatient, meaning she was no longer going there for treatment. Okay?
And according to the documents, Arwa, she had colon cancer in 2020.
Yes.
So she really had it.
2020, yes.
Okay,
so what we are saying is she's using that fast time to con people continuously.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was the question, because nimekuwa nikisikia mkisema she never had cancer was never there and all that.
No,
question number 2.
Was there.
No,
question number 2, Candid.
Yes, please.
You knew Miss Cara was going to do this funding, this contribution. Why you didn't tell people earlier mpaka watu wakatuma pesa zao?
Can somebody respond on my behalf?
Candid Diana
She did.
last year mukamutusi.
Candid Diana alianza kuraise this issue.
It was last year.
Kitambo. Wakiwa na kesi bado huko last year kwa Malisafi. This issue started huko kwa Malisafi last year.
Even this funding ya juzi hii ulisema?
No, kwa nini angesema haiko inamuhusu?
Okay, yeah, so is that kitambo?
Arwa.
Okay, that kitambo. So this one you didn't know?
I did not know. I was in Atlanta. And the day I was in Atlanta, ngoja nimalize Kemi. The day I was in Atlanta is the day I think the fundraising was being happened. I was busy with my family and traveling. So when I came out there, that is when dollar bills told me there was a fundraising. You understand? So all I said was, God forbid. Hopefully it was rightfully done. But if it
so
was
you
not
didn't
rightfully
know for
done,
this one.
I remember telling dollar bills, if it was not rightfully done, I know the person who is going to discover. And it is the person who is on this platform with me right now. But starting to speak, I started speaking when she conned me. She lied to me. And I blocked her in all places. I blocked her everywhere. And I said, if you can lie to a fellow person who has gone through cancer, what else can you do? Because Arwa, I stood, mimi sijui kuraise funds TikTok. But Arwa nilisimama for 2 days. 2 days kwa TikTok yangu. Wakati Miss Cara amenirekodia audio na sauti chini, nikashare kwa mafamili yangu. My siblings forced me to go live. And I am somebody with a heart condition. Nobody here knows I have a heart condition. You only know of cancer. But my siblings told me, Diana, just go and try. Just go and try. 2 days.
Okay.
Anadanganya kwa Nairobi West, kumbe amekaa kwa nyumba na mama yake. So ningejua hii juzi ningewawarn, sikujua. Pole.
As one last thing, I've seen cancer patients, some of them wanaendanga through the procedure, but then hawakuangi completely healed. So I think maybe anaweza kuwa na hiyo problem.
And that is what I said. The day I came on Magazeti, and then JB said she had me from there. I mentioned 2 things because they were talking about me that day. They did not know I was there. And then I told them, hey, niko hapa. And then they brought me up. There are 2 cases, all right? And that is where cancer patients and cancer thriving survivors need to be genuine. There is treatable cancer and there is cancer being managed, okay? Now, the cancer being treated is early stage cancers, 0, 1, 2s, ukenda huko. Unafanya chemotherapy, maybe unafanya, wengine wanafanywa tu surgery, tumor inatolewa, then wanaendelea na maisha yao. Unaelewa, kuna wale watafanya chemotherapy, wafanye radiation, iishe, wanaendelea na maisha, unless it comes back. And then there is the late stages, the terminal stages, so here stage 4, maybe stage 3B, kwenda huko. Pali atibiwa, and then ukikuja kuangaliwa baadaye, unaambiwa the treatment did not work. You understand? So when the doctors say this treatment is not working, the regimens that they keep trying, they change this regimen, try this, it's not working. Then now they tell you, look, Treatment is not working. So what we are doing now is we're now just going to manage it. So they are just managing it so that the cancer cells don't multiply so fast because they are not able to kill it that fast. You understand? And that is when they will tell you, good doctors, I know in our culture, some people say doctors should not say whatever, but here they tell you, they say, as we manage at this point, your prognosis is you have about 2 weeks to live, or you have a month to live, or you have years to live. You understand? So that's what I was saying on Magazette yesterday. Cancer patients that are maybe on the management side, they need to be genuine with people and tell people, look, at this point, it's not being treated. It is being managed.
She's now cancer free since 2020. She's cancer free since.
Kadi Diana, that document that
You guys, mimi nataka kuwauliza, let me ask.
diagnosed with colon cancer at Aga Khan.
Alafu let me ask
Diana
you guys.
amesema ni fake.
Hebu
So hatujui
niwaulize.
kama atashawahi kuwa nayo.
Wacha nikuulize.
No,
Itakuwaje
kukuwa na
kwanza first
cancer,
of
she
all?
had it because Candid anasema she had it. She was diagnosed.
Yeah, my sister went to Nairobi West and confirmed. She was
diagnosed. That one, she was diagnosed. She was sick, basi. Anyway, niko na procedure Friday. Tutashughulika mnichangie 500k, guys. Wacha niende. Thank you, Candid, by the way, for telling us whatever.
You're welcome.
Yeah, if you're given 6 months to live, Candid.
Friday.
Yes.
Now that you normally deal with cancer patients, if you're given 6 months to live, aren't you supposed to be on palliative care?
No. You don't have to be and of course, there are some people who are given 6 months to live. I have a friend of mine. She works at Safaricom. She was given 6 months to live, and now she's going 11 years. Okay, so it depends on somebody's body. Sometimes the doctors will say, Candid, who talks to you all the time, was given 2 years. I'm clocking 5. You understand? So the immune system of people are different, and the way the doctors assume, they talk about it in general, but they don't know how another person's body is going to react. And if you're disciplined in certain ways and doing certain things, you will outlive all those things that they talk about. All right. So you don't have to be on palliative care. Some people will walk into hospital with a headache, slight headache. They did not know even there was a huge brain tumor in their brain. And they're told, whoa, this is it. And they still live and they don't do palliative care. So palliative care is, it just depends. Not everybody will be on palliative care.
Okay. Anyway, we are still waiting for Miss Cara's MRI that shows that she has brain cancer.
As we wait,
cancer has metastasized to her brain.
Watu 1.5 munatuangalia tu hivi na hata mwezi tuma gift. Munafikiria hii research tunafanya na nini? Tumeni gift. Ama muende.
But for me, honestly, there's a number of Kenyan TikTokers that disappoint me a lot. They normally just like going to cases. They don't take time to do their research. As long as it is something that will give them limelight, that is where they want to run to. And I don't think they have enough time to think or think well. But I'm glad that the spotlight is where it's supposed to be right now. And hopefully it's not going to interfere with other genuine cancer cases in Kenya that may need your help. For me, I'm just saying, don't give up on every one of them. There are people who need you, and hopefully you can still help them. But as somebody who is resourceful in that area, do not be afraid to come to me to help you verify. But if you don't ask, I won't rush to come and tell you, because I also know how to mind my own business. But when I see things kumeumana, I will always come and write and say, I told you so.
Guys, the findings that we've had are not to discourage anybody. I'm not to say anything about anybody, but if you still want to support Candid in a way and you feel like she's sick, go ahead and support her, guys. This was not about, and let me tell you, I think JB Kwapa, I started asking, even Mikebe, I started asking questions when Miss Cara went to Nyamlori's mazishi. Guys, this is somebody who is on therapies. She's a cancer patient. Immunity yake na mambo ya kufanyiwa therapies is something that is on the verge of yeye contract any form of infections, but she flew all the way to Kisumu, matanga ya mtu. So I asked JB, like, yes, like I was like, this is so unrealistic because alikuja hapa hivi actually tulikuwa tumemchangia that week. We had given us some money. We dropped
Habari
her
zenu.
business.
Kuna kitu nataka kusema kitu before Malisaki aongee. Maliza Kenya. Maliza alafu niongee.
Yeah, so I asked myself, this lady has cancer. She's flying and she's na hiyo siku alikuwa ametuambia amebakisha sessions 2. She was going for 2 sessions amalize hiyo cycle yenye alikuwa nayo at that time. So I was like, how can this lady fly out to a funeral where there are so many people na hii condition yake? This is so unrealistic. I was like, anyway, what do I know? Nikasema anyway, watu wako different. Another thing that made me question this girl is, juzi tu amekuja at she has another 18 sessions. So I went to JB after JB wamemchangia. I went to JB and asked her, JB, there's no doctor who will give you session to sessions because these are very powerful like medications that you need to get. Like amemaliza 12 sessions last week. Now she's going for another 18 sessions. And apparently she goes for possible. Like yes. So JB can testify hata nazonesha message zenye nilimuuliza hiyo swali. I was like hata mpaka nikamwambia JB, mimi sikatae msichana maybe she's very sick. Yes. Nikasema huyu msichana might be sick.
Utaangusha hadi meno.
Exactly.
Utaangusha mpaka meno.
Nikamwambia JB, I'm not doubting her that she has cancer, but this thing is so suspicious for me because udema amemaliza sessions zingine last week. How come she's already going for another 18 sessions again? Niliuliza JB kwa inbox na nikanyamaza. Hata huyu Mikebe nilimuulizia kwa inbox na hiyo story mimi nikanyamaza because I didn't want to be quoted. Na hiyo kitu ilikuwa after amesema after she came here telling people amepatiwa 6 months to live. Hey, anyway, I was like,
wacha niseme kitu ingine hapa mnasahau. One thing, out of all the documents Miss Cara ametuma, there is no document that is showing she needs to do radiotherapy 18 sessions. 0, none. Hakuna hata moja. Hakuna yenye inaonyesha hata amewahi kufanya radiotherapy ama chemotherapy. And then kama alikuwa na colon cancer in 2020, there is no history yoyote yake kwa documents. Between 2020 and 2023, hakuna makaratasi yoyote. 0. So between 2020 and 2023, what happened? Unaona? So hizi sessions are 18 sessions, 22K each. Zilikuwa recommended na nani? Daktari yupi? Hospitali yupi? Gani? Nothing. Hakuna kitu yoyote.
Haya. So, habari zenu. Maneno. Okay, mimi, I supported Miss Cara for the long time. And for my understanding, I know Miss Cara is sick. I want to be, nataka kuwa open. Mimi, I understand Miss Cara is sick. And sometimes Miss Cara needs support. So, Miss Cara hii mchango yake ya last, I want to tell you bona siku apia pale. And I want to tell you mbona nilikuwa kwa chai sikuenda hapo. I just want to be open with you guys. Okay, nimeona cancer patients mingi lakini mtu alinitest kwa inbox daktari mwingine hapo ya cancer. Aliniambia hizo nini paka I asked a question. So watu walikuja kuniambia tunachanga Miss Cara. The last time I know why this siku kwenda huko. So mimi okay, si kweli. But on my understanding, she should be honest pia. So even you don't have to say, lakini Miss Cara is sick.
She's sick or she was sick. Malisafi, kuna tofauti mbili ya she's sick and she was sick.
She's still sick. But cancer
inaonyesha documents za kwanza hakuna current ama recent nini ya kuonyesha. Unajua she came and said cancer yake ni stage 4. Now we all know stage 4 ndio ya mwisho. And that happened before akuja na story ya cancer, ya brain tumor. So, hiyo stage 4 alijuaje juu hizo documents haziko? Yes, tumeambiwa na Candid aliona documents za Miss Cara akiwa mgonjwa in 2020. So she was sick. Mimi nasema was because sijaona the current, hatuna the current. Ama Diana nimeongea vibaya?
So,
hatujaona the current.
Okay, this is what I want to say. Mimi,
Malisafi, let me clarify. Hii current document yenye ametuma inaonesha she's very okay. Conclusion yake zile testi zote zenye alifanyiwa, daktari ameandika hapo clearly. She's very normal. Organs zake ziko sawa, alichekiwa kidneys, alichekiwa liver, alifanyiwa nini, aliangaliwa kila kitu, everything is okay. The only suspicious thing walikuwa nayo kwa chest, walikuwa wanadhani anaweza kuwa kuna pneumonia. In which ndio sasa, that is what we were waiting for, like atutumie hizo MRI zenye alifanya, and what was the end result of that. Unaona?
So, okay.
Results zile tuko nazo as per za ilikuwa 20th January, daktari anaonesha ya kwamba hakuna chochote, ana shida yoyote.
Aya, so this is okay. Mimi hata nisapeleka paka okay, tuseme Miss Cara akuna cancer kweli. That's what's there. But mimi hii kuchango ya last hii ilikuwa kwa merupreti, nilitestiwa, that the reason nilikuwa kando. Uliona watu wakikuja kwa platform yangu kuniambia this and this and this, but ilikuwa na some question mark, ndio maana sikuapia pale. So ndio hii imeanza kunini, so some question marks zilikuwa hapo. And one of my friend aliniambia kutoka majuu, aliniambia ni doctor ya cancer. So aliniambia there's some question marks kwa hizo nini, lakini what I understand Miss Cara ni mgonjwa. So pia tukidiscuss yeye pia tunampea stress pia. Unaelewa? Maybe alikuwa ataka pesa asaidike, ajisaidie
Malisafi, wacha tena nirudie statement yangu. Nimesema hivi, Miss Cara according to the documents, because we go with the documents, hatumjui si dada yetu, hatuishi na yeye. According to the documents, she was sick. Even me, I had a cousin who had colon cancer, and now it's 15 years. Aliponanga. Hiyo ni mfano nimekupea. Na hiyo story nishaiongea hapa kwa platform. Aliponanga India, aliendanga India. So nasema hatusemi si mgonjwa, alikuwa mgonjwa. Hatuna current information ama documents to show that Miss Cara ni mgonjwa bado. Zile documents ametuma, alienda hosia ki-complain headache na chest. Wakafanya testi zote, wakamclear of internal organs, the organs around the chest. Wakamclear, wakamwambia ako sawa. Hizo ndio document tuko nazo. Mimi nakumbuka akisema cancer imetoka kwa colon imespread mpaka kwa lungs. Yes. So hapo ndio
And you see that statement
Malisafi alishuka.
Malisafi anasema ati
Malisafi ashikanishi, wacha akae huko chini ya tap.
Ati atakuwa na stress, wacha kuongea juu yake atakuwa na stress. That's how you make
there are cancer patients languishing in poverty without hata pesa ya therapy, chemotherapy hata moja.
You guys,
because
kwanza sahi Kenya unaona unaona hiyo SHA yenye Ruto alileta, it's in shambles. It has not been paying hospitals for months. There has been a quagmire. Watu hata hawapati treatment, wacha wagonjwa wa cancer. Even normal people hawapati treatment sahi. Unaona? Because there is that transition that has been happening between NHIF and SHA. So cancer patients, watu wa dialysis, they are really in big shit hapa nje. Na mnachukua milioni 1 mnapatia mtu mmoja.
Na Malisafi wacha niongee initoke. You know more about this story. Kwanza unafaa useme kwa nini ulikumegwara kumfanyia ile mchango mimi nilimfanyia kwa platform. Over 300,000 ya nini ya therapy, ya chemotherapy. Na hii siku yenye Merupriti alikuwa anachangisha, Malisafi alienda akafungua chai, aka make sure kuna 6,000 views. You can't do that to a person umetoka hapa juu kusema ni friend. So umesema Miss Cara ni friend na umekuwa ukimsaidia. Kwa nini ulifungua ile parallel nini live ya chai wakati mchango inaendelea? You know everything. Wewe umekuja hapa kunini kumpaka mafuta kwa kisogo koma.
Wachana na Malisafi. Malisafi si hata walikuwa naye kwa
matanga wanakusikiza.
Na si walikuwa naye kwa matanga ya Nyamlori.
Hawezi
kwa naye.
And that is why
kama unataka asiwe na stress hapo na ndo ungeacha ile mchanga ungeitoroka ungefungua chai. Ungeacha ile mchango iendelee lakini ulifungua chai kuharibu. There's something you know.
The day that I was on Malisafi's prayer, didn't you see intentionally he was refusing to bring my sister up? Yet my sister is the one who walked around those hospitals to look for Miss Cara.
Na kama utasema Kenya unajua Malisafi, maybe uko na cut kwa 1 million. Mimi sijaiona mtu anaitisha 10 sessions 220 because the rest of the sessions alikuwa shachangiwa na MC Chris. And then anasukumiwa tena anapewa pocket money ya 780,000 Kenyan shillings. She needed only 10 sessions. Ako hapa chini ananisikia. She needed 10 sessions zile nani Windrose alipromise. Nikamwambia Windrose, wezi jua kama alikuambia akiwa soba ama kwanza akaniambia Windrose mwenyewe hata ajibu messages zake. Unasikia? Nikamwambia ukipata utasaidiwa, do not rely on Windrose. Sasa kidogo kidogo naona maposta ndio hizo. Kidogo kidogo 1 million. Hivi mnataka kuniambia 1 million mnapea mtu nini pocket hata kama ingekuwa ni ukweli anaenda hizi matherapy. Anapewa pocket money ya 780,000. Na kuna wagonjwa sasa hata therapy kuna wagonjwa sasa wamekosa hata matherapists. They need even less money.
Babe, Malisafi amekuja kutu distract. Let's just have a
hata mimi nimeona hivyo.
Yeah. Wachana na yeye. Auka chukua mic.
Malisafi kuna mchanga alikataa. Ndi sasa nimeanza kuona there is a reason why alikuwa amekataa. Mimi niliona Malisafi na yeye wakiargue kwa bloggers pale. Ndio nikamwona nikampandisha akachangishiwa hapa. Over 300,000 Kenyan shillings.
And my platform raised for her almost half a million. This lady has gotten almost a little over 2 million from this platform.
Aya. Auka chukua microphone.
So, does this mean we are not doing our due diligence? If I remember very well, remember amechangiwa like in so many from Babati, Malisafi, hapa kwa JB. Does it mean hizi zote watu hawajakuwa wakifanya due diligence or what?
Yes, I can say that is the case. But me, I can say again, it became suspicious after some of us, especially mimi nimekuja kumjua tu juzi tu hapa hivi. It's not even long, like 2 months ago. I can say a month or 2 months ago. So like that is when I knew her. After kumsaidia the first time hapa kwa platform ya JB, we brought her up ilikuwa usiku. Akasema amebakisha sessions 2 na hana pesa. She was so stressed up. She came here, I remember that night. Tulimtafutia around 50,000 because tulinunua michele, ndengu, nini. So many people supported her hapa hivi because she said she was stressed up. The week was starting. She had 2 sessions that she had remained with and she was supposed to go do. So she went for those 2 sessions. Apparently, alipata hiyo pesa. After that, kidogo, the same week, I think that weekend, nikamwona amepanda ndege ameenda Kisumu kwa matanga ya Nyamlori. Then I asked myself, this lady has been
did you just say 50,000?
No, na ile siku ulikuwa umelala wewe. I'm just saying that was that week. Wacha hii apile yenye mlimfanyia after amerudi.
Kwa hivyo amechukua almost 400k hapa.
Yes, or even more.
People have been matanga ya Nyamlori.
Yes. So mimi wakati nilimuona
the following days. Na
yes,
mchele nikampia platform akauza 450
yes. Yeah, that was another one now. So Auka, yes, we've been doing this because of word of mouth. But again, let me say where the suspicion came from. So when JB told me udem amerudi hapa, I was not here na sikuchanga that day. When JB told me wamemchangia over 300,000, I became suspicious and asked JB, msichana, si a week ago amesema alikuwa anamaliza sessions 2 za therapy How come again this week she has another 18 sessions? I was like, that is near to impossible, because there's no doctor who can rush you through therapies like that. From session to session, unamaliza cycle moja, anakukurukisha to the other cycle like that. That is not even possible. Your body needs to process. Unaona? Then now came up history ya 1 million.
Hey.
Unaona? So mimi hapo sasa, kuanzia hapo, I was like, you know what? Apana, this is not it. Yep.
Anyway, me, this is what I would say. I think so many, if at all the lady is not sick, then I'll say people are really taking advantage of the platform. Number one, they have seen people who have scammed us here. There's nothing that has been done to them, starting from people like Andy Budoi, Shepherds, and all that. They scam us, they go scot-free, say karma, karma. They've never seen action taken against somebody. Recently, we saw people tukachangia Peter mara nani mtoto amekufa, and there's nothing that was done. So I think people are really taking advantage of these things, because at the end of the day, there's nothing that will be done. Mtakuja na leia nini, then that is it. But if at all this happened, we really need hiyo pesa inaweza saidia watu wengi sana pale mtaani. So I think this should be a wake up call, you know, that let us get serious with this thing. Mimi, to be honest, tangu maneno ya Budoi siku hizi nachanga kama mtu ako kwa sanduku nimeona.
Auka. Wacha niseme kitu nijibu Auka kidogo. Niko job. Auka, you know the problem with people and the thing you keep on saying nothing has been done. When we take action against these people, it is the same people, even including you guys, who come up and say tuko na wivu, tuko wachawi, tunapeleka watu kotini, tunapenda makoti. Haven't we taken people to court here? Peter Kiwisi alikuja hapa akasema mtoto amekufa. When we take action against these people, mnasema tuko na wivu, sisi ni wachawi, sisi ni wabaya. It's so weird. The same platform asks for due diligence. The same platform says they've been conned. The same platform, when someone takes action, that person is branded a bad person. Unaelewa? Jacqueline aliiba hapa, nikampeleka kotini. 3/4 of TikTok was supporting her. Unaona? Peter Kioi alipiga mwanamke hapa, nikampeleka akashikwa. The same cartels were supporting him. Unaona? This platform is full of people who lack integrity, watu wenye hawana aibu. Unaelewa? So stopping this theft, stopping these things is going to be difficult. It's an individual choice. Unaona? People are okay na hiyo wizi because wanajua kesho pia hao pia wataiba. That is why they are okay. Wanaona mtu aliiba ukweli, alifanya mabaya, lakini they will never want this person to be held accountable. Sini hapa si ndio mnaklapia wezi hapa. You sit mnatumia wezi love emojis.
Yeah.
Hapa tu.
This is so insane. Juzi niliona ya anaitwa nani, this other lady mwenye mtandao alihost. Like anaitwa
No, Auka, umeona hii ya huyu mama anaitwa Cara. Ngoja, umeona huyu mama anaitwa Cara, alikuwa ameleta mtoto hapa, ati mtoto alipigwa risasi sijui wapi. They sent fake documents. Na Lady Jacqueline was willing to changia them 3 million this week.
I think
they were here. Fake documents from the hospital.
Actions now needs to be taken. And Dana, just to reply, well, I get your concern, but you guys pia saa zingine we don't even get progress ya hizi cases zenyu, so hata watu wanazionanga tu ni content.
Let me tell you, see content, wacha nikwambie.
This case iko kwa koti, there is no any update, zinaenda zinanyamaza.
These people have a network. Let me tell you, the thieves have a network. Unapeleka mtu police station, wanachanga pesa behind the tent, they go bribe police and all that. They have a network. These people are thugs. Have you ever seen thugs that work in a network? Unajua?
Another thing, sorry. I wanted to say another thing. There is this manipulation line yenye utumika, wanasemanga munachaka mtu akikufa ndiye anachangiwa. Hiyo ndio kitu kingine inatuweka kwa hii position mahali tuko. You know, like
kama huyu
mgonjwa mtaki
unaona huyu sasa tukichukulia huyu action ya obtaining money with false pretense, si mtaseme eti hatuoni ni mgonjwa anaenda kukufa, sisi ni wachawi. Vile nilicall out Winnie, nikasema Winnie anadanganya. It is in this same platform ndio watu walisema mimi ni mchawi. And then the day when evidence was being presented about Winnie kukuwa fake na fraud, that's the day she killed her child.
Hata
Sindio?
saizi, go out there and see how many people are screaming about. Sai watu wanasema, I know you will find people out there who are saying we are fighting Miss Cara. I know you will find people out there who are really saying that. And that is where we are saying it's so sad that alafu people huku uchanga because mtu fulani ndiye ameleta hii evidence, ama maybe Diana ndiye amesema, ama nini, to make somebody else feel bad. But in the real sense, it's so wrong. Like the genuine people who need genuine help, but they don't get that kind of help because of such people. So ukipata mtu hapa hivi ataenda huko nje aseme kina Diana leo wako na wivu 1 million you will hear that and it's so sad.
Rudini kwa huyu Nazra because anarudi kuaibia very soon. Nazra akona gwangwa, akunywe dawa ache yake ya upuzi. Tutaambia mara ngapi mpaka we called the hospital.
I've invited this Miss Cara to come up and clear the name. Miss Cara, there are a lot of cancer patients out there. According to Candid, you had cancer. Miss sijaona hizo documents za cancer. You had cancer in 2020. Rather, you were diagnosed with cancer. But haujaonyeshana mali ulitoa stage 4 juzi. Yani umetuambia uko stage 4 cancer, hata hatuja digest vizuri. Your sound, okay. Wacha nitoe Bluetooth. Saa zile tuko shocked, uko stage 4 ukakuja tena na brain cancer. You know, you made some of us even shed tears for you. And especially when you're talking. Ukiwapa, ukichangiwa, unakani kama hata unasinzia. Yani unaongea na sauti ingine, alafu hiyo ni kitu nimekuwa nikijiuliza. Does it affect the voice? Na ndio kwa maana make sure nimeuliza hilo swali kwa huyu Medic, huyu Magi. Does it affect, because there's a day ukichangiwa hapa sauti ilikuwa yani mpaka una struggle, mpaka nakwambia lala tu, we will say rise tomorrow. Please pumzika. Juu niliona una struggle. The following day wakati nakuuliza maneno ya rise, ama the day after that, I think it's the day after, the second day after tukuchangie, ulikuwa unaongea normal. Ulipanda hapa unaongea normal. Na nikasema, today she's speaking fine. Mukaniambiaje hapa comment section? Vimenyi waliniambia sometimes the side effects ziko harsh, sometimes ziko ako calm. Sometimes
nakumbuka akikwambia hivi JB. Nakumbuka akikwambia hivi.
Yana mimi nimemute.
Dana Rose, that's how she was talking at Malisafi's platform. Paka, everybody was against me. Voice manipulation, psychology.
Dana akimaliza mniambia.
Aliongea hivyo mpaka watu sasa wananitusi kwa Malisafi. Hey.
Alafu kitu nilishangaa Diana, haoni lakini pesa zikiingia
alafu anafungua kamera.
Na sasa hiyo pesa zinaingia ndio anasema vile nimepewa 6 months. You guys are being manipulated, man.
But Diana, we were to visit her this week. Akasema daktari wamekataa because of her immunity iko chini. Tugoje strong. We were to visit her.
Imagine Glado wanted to go visit her when she posted nini akiwa hosi. Now you're making me feel like ile ni picha ya before ukiwa admitted.
Hiyo pengine ni picha ya
making me feel like that is not the current situation.
I'm speaking from experience. My sister went to Nairobi West and did not find her.
So Candid, how did it get to brain cancer? Because last time nilisikia mara iko kwa chest.
I don't know. When I was on that platform, you guys and Malisafi, all of you did not want to listen to me on that day. So now handle everything that is coming afterwards.
Uzuri siku changa hiyo siku sijawahi changa, sitachanga.
Hakuna brain cancer mahali, nakwambia the latest results za daktari zinasema she's very okay. Like there is nothing.
Ngojea kidogo. Huyu PS wa Whitney. Sini huyu personal secretary wa Whitney. Level 19 huyu. Si ndio alikuwa hapa siku ile akimsaidia hata kunini kuchukua hesabu ya nini? Ati pia yeye alimwambia haezi akamvisit and you came in as friends. Whitney, ni wewe nimeona comment yako ati you were to visit akakataa.
Mimi, I normally like the last laugh.
B, unaona amesema yes.
Dollar Bills is here. Dollar Bills, we said it. With Dollar Bills and I, we've had cancer. We know when someone is playing with you. We've been saying we are little people behind here, but we said we know there's somebody who will know the truth and get it.
In short, saizi
Hakuna cha brain cancer sahi.
kama si maiti, of which hiyo maiti pia lazima tu confirm kama ni ukweli. Hakuna kuchanga.
Wekeni pesa hiyo.
Hata maiti zinanunuliwa.
Unacheza na TikTok. Maiti. Auka.
Hadi hizo maiti tutaenda mochari confirm.
Tuone mwili.
Tuone mwili.
Fridge.
Mimi uzuri
tangu confirm kama ni ya mwenyewe. Utaletewa ya mtu.
Maiti tunafanya DNA.
Mpaka mkufi makeup akina Kioi. Mtaconfirm aje?
Na sijawahi changa tangu Winnie. Winnie ndiye alikuwa wa mwisho kunikona. I cannot. Nilijichuna masikio.
Big Daddy si alililia nani? Mama ya nani? Ni kama ni mama yake. Akasema ni baba ya Chiza pia. Hapa mtu akikufa itabidi kufanya DNA. Uncle Kipu. DNA.
Yani ni match na tusha band already.
Na bado. Nakwambia ya Karo pia mtaenda kuchanga huko kwa Lady Jacqueline. Huyo Karo alikuja hapa juzi, anacheka kwa kamera, anatufanya mafala na fake documents, imagine.
Yule amekataa kabisa story ya mtoto atibiwe nini? Story ya mtoto atibiwe Kenyatta kwa sababu anajua ile case mtoto atatibiwa free. Na ndio one of the projects za Lady J zenye zimemweka Kenya.
Mtu unaambiwa kuna madaktari atienda
for consultation.
Mtu unaambiwa unapewa referrals to hospitals zenye zinasaidia watoto, unasema hapana, I'm going to Kenyatta. I need 3 million. How? Na wajinga watachanga for real? Wataenda kuchanga? Lady Jacqueline anawangoja muende kuchanga huko, guys. Make sure you don't...
JP nilikuwa niwekwa moderator hapa.
So, guys, you also need to be careful. If you look at, platforms of people who've had cancer or going through cancer treatment, if you see someone who all the time will want to post for you to say, oh, today I feel like I'm giving up. I've had too much. It's okay. I'm ready to go. Those are manipulations.
Okay, sasa
kuna hope ya kuishi.
Exactly. We always
sasa mimi niko na swali tu moja. I can kind of forgive all of you, JB, Candid Diana, na the rest of you who are not medics. We can forgive you kwa kuingishwa box. Unaona? But mimi nataka kuuliza hivi. Meru Priti ni nurse practitioner. Alitumiwa aje hizi documents na akazisoma na akaingishwa box that Miss Cara akona brain cancer. Mpaka ikafika mahali ameamua
but let me correct you. Meru Priti, wacha nikwambie. Meru Priti hakuwa anachanga because anajali ugonjwa ya nani? Miss Cara. Alikuwa anachanga because she's looking for visibility. You don't know? She thinks mchango is a way for competition and leverage. She's looking for relevance. That is all.
Or she thinks she will become a TikTok
and I can tell you she does not have the brain capacity to even understand these documents. Mimi naosha choo na naelewa hizi documents. She doesn't have the capacity. Yes, mweke hata hapa chini. Mimi na Meru Priti, we are put down with the patient. She will score 0 in front of me. She doesn't have the capacity. Anna. Brainless twat.
Hiyo ndio swali yangu. Because mimi mwenyewe at the first glance of those documents, I just knew everything is just not making sense hapa. You understand? This is a patient who has been cleared every organ.
Documents watu wengine wako nazo.
So the metastasis gani mlikuwa mnaongelelea when a patient has been cleared all the organs by an MRI? Na mimi nawaambia MRI inakuanga very defined and it does not lie.
Mimi nilitumia the right documents kwa sababu vitu nilikuwa naelezea.
Wacha nikumbushe Magitacha kwa if you want to know Merupriti ni Delulu. Juzi Big Daddy amekaa na Merupriti kwa platform. Big Daddy ana describe patient mpaka anataja patient mwenye alikuwa anachunga jina zake zote, yani violating HIPAA in front of her, and she was laughing and giggling. Big Daddy ana describe ugonjwa ya patient mwenye alikuwa anachunga, akataja mpaka full names, akataja kazi yenye alikuwa anafanya mpaka akaretire, na ako na Merupriti kwa platform. And she never even for one time stopped him to tell him, hey, what you're doing is wrong. That is patient's privacy. That is something you cannot do in the United States. No, the Lulu alikuwa amekaa hapo anacheka. Okay, Big Daddy, okay. Idiot.
Sasa JB, unaona, Mutaratara, by the way, Mutaratara ni oncology nurse. Ebu pandisha Mutaratara hapa, awambie kama hizo vitu zote nimewambia si ukweli hapa saizi.
Wewe, kwani Big Daddy amechizi? Are you serious?
Yes, alisema kwa live recording hii, koenda uangalie. Alitaja mpaka jina ya patient. Mpaka kazi ya patient alikuwa anafanya, I swear. Mpaka jina yake full. Mpaka akadescribe belt ya patient yenye patient alikuwa nayo. He described a patient fully yenye akisimamishwa kwa koti anaenda jela for up to 10 years. Mpaka akadescribe ugonjwa na kila kitu yenye patient alikuwa nayo, na alikuwa amekaa kwa platform na Merupriti. And that is a person who should be able to just stop HIPAA violations when they see it. Unaona? Je, unataka kuniambia ataweza kusoma hizi documents elewe? Huyo ni kichwa maji. Ye mpate pali watu wanaongelelea viazi na nini na tribalism. Hizo ndio anaweza. Mpate pali analipa watu.
Lakini unajua hapa ni kwa cartels. Hapa ni kwa cartels. Maybe pengine mtu ako na share yake pia huwezi jua.
Every day she keeps doing things that make me just see her as a disgrace to the health field. Ati anakaa chini anajaribu kusema ni mwerevu. Hakuna kitu kwa akili ya Merupriti, ni maziwa na mavi peke yake. Twat.
Umesema kupandishwe maji.
Pandisha nani? The nurse ule nurse alikuwa hapa mchana. Huyo Nyarabadu ni ni nurse wa oncology. Huyo anaweza waambia. Mutaratara.
It is evident she had pneumonia. See, when it is pneumonia, say it is pneumonia.
You guys, exactly.
I've read those reports. I've read those reports. From the first statement, this lady had opacity. She had pneumonia. And as an oncology nurse who went to school to study oncology as a specialty for 2 years, there is no way she's in stage 4. There is no metastasis. There is no nodular involvement, because when we do the staging of cancer, we use a term we call TNM. The tumor, the number of nodules involved, and the metastasis that has happened to adjacent organs. I cannot see these in this report. The fibrocystic process that I can see, maybe initially in 2020 she had cancer, had radiation, and got the radiotherapy effect on the cells, where we have the scarred tissue, fibrocystic process. Yes. But from this report, Merupriti failed people, being that she's in a medical field. The patient evidently had pneumonia. Not a metastasis, not anything warranting her to go for radiotherapy. This is an MRI, my friend. An MRI that gives detailed information of what is happening in the body. We cannot see any adjacent tissue involvement. How did it go to the brain before it goes to any adjacent organ? How does it go? Na nyinyi watu muelewe, people in America sometimes they have the nurse practitioner licenses, they have things. Watu wanakanga nyumbani, they pay for assignment watu kuwafanyia, so they only go for graduation. And that is why Diana is trying to tell us some of these people are myopic. They cannot reason beyond a layman's person. That was a pneumonia. Mmechangia milioni moja
pneumonia na 1 million. Mmetibu pneumonia na 1 million.
What the hell? Where is the nodular process here? Where is the metastasis? If we use the TNMC, we want to see what is happening. Hypermyopia.
Just the
very short-sighted sana.
Tumia just the nodular process, in the nodular process.
Use the system of
the
staging the cancer
must affect adjacent organs. Why is it that all our organs were clear? There's no single adjacent organ.
Mpaka kwa chest. What is the first organ that is adjacent to the colon? How is the liver very clean? For us to give you a target, you're only surviving for 6 months. It means we've seen a very bad metastasis, several organ involvement. My friend.
I am
nurse practitioner na believe document kama hiyo.
And I believe this is a pneumonia. If she did not have a cut in that money, she wanted visibility of michango on TikTok. 2 things.
Period.
Yeah,
mimi naona cut ndio iko likely kwa sababu huyu msichana alikuwa anahitaji 220 balance juu alikuwa ameshachangiwa zingine kwa increase.
Abujita bidi urudi shule.
1 million. Sasa hiyo 1 million ndio kitu inafanya. Si niliuliza swali. How can someone be given a pocket change of 780,000? Ati walisema anachangiwa once and for all. Mnakumbuka nikiuliza once and for all inamaanisha nini kwa mtu mwenye ako na cancer? Nani anakumbuka nikiwa na hilo swali? The possibilities that walikuwa na cut au makatels is equal.
Yes, there was a cut because JP, this is a pneumonia from the first statement of this MRI report.
Na no wonder alikuwa anamwambia asitume documents. Na mimi ningekuwa mstara singetuma hizi documents.
The report is selling her out clearly. Where did they start getting this short-sightedness ya kukuja kukon watu? Ukiwa na njaa si ukuje useme uko na njaa upewe pesa ya chakula. This is not metastasis. You will ask Diana Candida akiambiwa he only has 6 months to live or 2 years. They had seen, at least she had a metastasis somewhere. That they are telling her this thing can spread if the treatment is not going to work. And they were using their paperwork.
Exactly. There has to be something on the papers. Even me, a lay person, I read patients' papers nowadays. They tell me I should be an oncologist because I understand all these things. And that's why Miss Cara did not want to send me paperwork from Aga Khan because I knew I was going to catch her there. You know?
Yeah, that is a pneumonia. She had a pneumonia. Hakuna hapo kitu ingine.
Unaona hata hii colon ni cancer. You might find actually, utapata it's in remission. You understand? Utapata is in remission, so there is even no sessions of radiotherapy or chemotherapy going on. When it's in remission,
it's in remission. She going for radiation and we cannot see any metastasis in any organ that we want to go and radiate and try to reduce the cell. To reduce this cancer cell.
Pausing inside the
How can she be doing radiation when there's no recommendation for radiation in the paperwork?
Exactly.
Seriously, all the paperwork she sent, there is no recommendation by any doctors for radiation, and she said she needs to do 18 sessions. Where is that statement from the doctors? And what is the basis? Because all her organs seems fine from the scan and the MRI. So what was the basis of this? And at one point, she even sent her breast to someone saying that the cancer has spread to her breast. Where is that? Where is the report? She sent her breast to alituma matiti kwa Grace Amos. Hiyo matiti sijui ilikuwa imechorwa na kalamu. Wakaweka veins kwa matiti akisema eti cancer imeenda mpaka kwa matiti yake. So
it was just lymphadenopathy, imagine.
So wapi document ya kuonyesha ya kwamba cancer ilienda kwa matiti? Zero. None. So Miss Cara is a miracle because she is the first person to have a cancer that has moved from her colon and jumped direct to her brain without passing through the chest, the lungs, the liver, or any other organs in her chest. That is a new finding that needs to be researched by doctors worldwide. And I am saying this confidently. I believe there is no radiotherapy she is taking at all, not even one. She may have had colon cancer na haiko sahi, na amekuwa akitumia hiyo ripoti ya colon cancer akitembea nayo hapa kupata pesa kwa watu. And that's the truth of the matter. And
Walinyimwa
Miss Cara,
kupeana the documents, they knew Meru Prita alijua vizuri sana hakuna kitu hapa. Hii ni mwosho mmoja safi ya pasil ama inaitwaje? Aerial. Wamechapa wa Kenya. There is no metastasis. Which radiation, which part are they radiating? For what and why? When we don't have evidence of metastasis, there is no nodular involvement. Watu tulienda shule tukasoma watu waache kuibia watu pesa hapa. Let us not enable people to come and steal from people. Let us support genuine cases.
Yeah, in this platform, people are they're enabling a lot. They're enabling a lot. I was on a platform with this lady, but I was not being given a chance even to speak because she was manipulating with her voice. I remember that time even Diana Rose came up and told me, Diana, we recorded. Just leave her. Just leave her. But in my heart, I'm like, you guys, this voice is misleading you. This voice is playing you guys. She knows how to turn her voice and convince you from that voice. And then once she's switched her voice, I guess by the time she's done with you, she turns off and she goes and starts laughing at you. You know, so I hope that you guys learn a lesson. And hopefully some people, even though they will not apologize to me, hopefully they'll go sit down and say, Enyewe, this lady warned us. I started warning people last year. But they weren't listening. If I come and tell people, guys, this lady has caused me to raise funds for her, yet she's seated in the hospital with her mother planning together. And you see her on her wall, she's like, oh, my mom came to take care of me. My mom, it is so...
time 1 million.
Yeah, she's working with her mother. What kind of a mother is that? In fact, even my sister spoke to her mother and said, what kind of a mother are you? Colluding and mistreating my sister with your daughter, yet my sister is also coming from sickness. My sister...
Anna, you know one thing people don't know in Kenya, even those nurses, if we abet or if we become conduits in such circumstances, the nursing council has a power to revoke the license. These people, that is a reportable occurrence and incidents, because the profession should not be guided with malice or conship to other people. So wakijua the nurses were involved, they can be reported to nursing council, they'll be arrested and stuff. As much as it's all about money, there is also about safeguarding the profession and the image of the facility. Yeah. That is so sad. People are just doing absurd things. I don't know which fulfillment they're trying to get. Mtu natumiwa Meru Priti. We should call out Meru Priti. She saw all this report. Pneumonia inachangiwa 1.3 million. For what?
Sahi wako deep dobi wananunua.
Tunakunywa kitunguu saumu.
Na saa hizo hapo nje kuna wagonjwa wa real cancer patients who are suffering hapo nje. Mtu ana chochote na ajui hata TikTok.
As long as your voice, you speak like me, you will never be helped. Turn your voice and target. And then another thing about her, she could target diaspora Kenyans. Kenyans in the diaspora want to be on their platform.
Don't talk like that, Diana. Don't talk like that. That's not good.
Oh, Diana, you need to apologize. That day you guys came for me on that platform.
Not good for you to talk about me like that. You need to understand that is not fair. I'm going through my disease is continuing.
Aki, that day I was feeling like these Kenyans.
Every time you don't talk about me.
Aki, nawaambia huyu msichana ni paid actor.
Yes.
Paid actor. Vile juzi alikuwa anafunga macho hivi, pesa ikitumwa anafungua kidogo, anasema imefika sijui. Aki, nimehaibika.
Mama yake anajua alikuwa kwa kona akiruka. Poleni sana.
Ati anakufa within 6 months.
Yes, Liverpool
Kesho.
fan. You see Liverpool fan telling me, Candid Paul, Mimi, I attacked you. I knew you guys were attacking me for things you did not know. You many times you attack people who tell you the truth. You love liars. You understand? So it's something that did not shock me, but I was pitying you guys falling for that voice because my sister, if Malisafi could have allowed my sister to come up because he refused. And Miss Cara actually literally told Malisafi not to bring my sister up. Because my sister could have told you she can switch that voice. She switched for them. She switched when recording an audio to me, and that is the audio that caused my family to force me to open my life for 2 days for her. And then when they went to the hospital, the voice was different. You know, so the chord switching, she's very good at doing that. So, poleni. To me, yes.
Wambie, cancer pia ikiwa na metastasis. When cancer has metastasis, the report will classify the metastasis. It will actually indicate there is metastasis.
Exactly. We will
and
see
it will
those
classify the
metastasis and stuff. We will see all that on a report. Yeah?
So,
we will see that. Watu unakuja aje kupima watu na report ya imaging kwanza MRI? How do you come to pretentiously lie to people?
Biwa.
Nataka uchenji hiyo ni time it's continuous. Hujasema pesa ya kwa nani MC Chris? Hujasema kwa Malisafi. Kila mahali akiapia alafu ongea vile anaongeaga basi. Pesa utoka tu. Hiyo sauti ama ni musician.
Hata kwa Biggie amechangiwa sana.
How can you fake voices like that?
Kwa Big Daddy amechangishiwa pia.
Ama anaimbanga? How can you switch like that?
Nimefast nikikuombea Miss Cara mpaka nikafuriza Miss Cara. Nirudishie nikunywe county kabla nipige nduru walai.
Ile kitu yenye imekuwa ikinisumbua ni sauti because I realized akichangiwa sauti hakuna. Kama achangiwe na nikauliza nikasema wow, leo unaongea poa than yesterday. Watu wakasema cancer patients saa zingine wanalemewa, saa zingine nikajua what do I know about cancer? Yule patient wa cancer mwenye nimekuwa naye kwa nyumba, my friend's mom alikuwa na go for chemotherapy na si kila siku na alikuwa so weak mpaka hizi stories za kutravel kwa ndege zenye Kemia alikuwa concerned hizo, yani hiyo time nilikumbuka kabisa wanakuwa very weak when undergoing the treatment.
Yeah.
You know? Nilisema niliuliza juu ya sauti because unajua mimi ushindwaga kuuliza mtu direct. I would have asked exactly directly venye tu Candid amesema sauti yake. Candid unajua amesema straight. Mimi nilishindwa, I was looking for polite words za kutumia. So nikamwambia and today you sound better than yesterday. Hiyo yesterday ilikuwa ya mchango. When we raised over 300,000 kwa platform yangu. Na ni kitu tu kwa tumeplan. Sasa mimi naona Pretty amemwambia asitume documents. Amemwambia asitutumie documents by the way. Ndio na I'm wondering, is it because they knew they were stealing from Kenyans ama kwa nini amemkataza? Kwa sababu I expect Pretty to be knowing that this lady alifanyiwa MRI ya kifua na hakuna cancer na organs ziko poa.
It was abdomen and chest. So kama nani, if Merupriti was a nice person, people's money requires accountability. Ukienda kwa public kuomba pesa unanyenyekea, ukipata pesa you have to do the rightful. I will not be ashamed if I'm Miss Cara to produce the documents to these people who have given me money. So that you sanctify yourself, you salvage yourself. When you come next time, they will know you have a genuine case. Cancer always wakes up. The bad thing when you've ever had a primary cancer, there is a high opportunity of you having a relapse. If not a relapse, you're going to get a secondary cancer and it can come triple, double. It is not an end game. And some of us, we don't have cancer, but we've been affected. We have relatives with cancer. We have friends with cancer. We've lost some. So we try to be kind enough hata ile maneno inatoka kwa midomo yetu because this is something that can get you anywhere because we are living chakula tunakula yote, it is all carcinogenic. They are all carriers of cancers and stuff. So we try to be very soft, to acknowledge them, appreciate them the way they are. Come when you are genuine, don't steal money. What if today she goes and gets a bad relapse with a very bad metastasis? Ataenda kuchangisha pesa wapi? Where will she get the money? And when metastasis comes in, it doesn't wait. You need to do what you have to do the right time. You miss a minute, you've missed a prognosis. Prognostic factors are time-bound. Pneumonia, 1.3 million. And it was spearheaded by a nurse practitioner abroad. This is a serious fake joke I've ever seen 2025.
Diana, I'm asking you one last question.
Yes,
What
please.
if this lady has never had cancer? Because unajua me, I'm still thinking on the story you told us about her sending you fake photos of hospital. Ati yako Nairobi West nini. What if we have lazima tukue na hizo ma what if she has never had cancer?
Okay, for me, what I would tell you is because my sister was there physically at Nairobi West when she tricked me. Yeah, the staff there checked record because my sister was insisting she's in the ward. Because she told my sister that, I'm admitted, I'm in the ward at Nairobi West. So my sister was insisting we go to reception. And the guys were telling her, yes, we know her, ex-varia, her full name. We know her. She's an outpatient now. Yes, she was treated here for cancer, but she's not in the ward now.
Okay.
So that is why we were sure she was.
In 2020.
Yes.
In 2020.
Yep.
Okay.
Lakini
kama Mungu alikusaidia akapona and she's still riding on that to get money, then that is so sad.
I want you to also remember that is Kenya. And I also want you to remember how is it that a hospital can just decide to give your sister information about a patient, that your patient alikuwa na cancer.
Sometimes they do.
Kenya. No, sometimes they lie. They can lie to you because they are working with the patients. My friend.
Diana, that day actually, if they were working with that, then they sold her out. Because my sister, she knows, like I told you, she knows people in different hospitals. She works at Gibson. So she went there, so she was insisting that Miss Cara is in the ward because Miss Cara had her on the phone. Was telling her, I'm admitted, I'm in the ward and all that. So these guys were insisting, no, that patient is not here now. She's a outpatient. She's no longer inpatient. So that is when my sister told me, Diana, this person who is telling you she's admitted, are you sure she is? Then she went to her wall to look for the picture that she'd sent me. The one the moment she said she was admitted, she sent a picture. So that is what I sent to my friends and family and told them, hey, thank you so much. This lady has now been admitted. So when my sister went to her wall, she scrolled through and found that picture in the 2020s and said, Wololo, she sent you a picture for Kitambo. That is when I realized she was not at Nairobi West. Nairobi West staff were correct that she was not admitted there at that time. She was at a small hospital.
So when was that alikutumia hiyo picha ya Kitambo?
Hiyo alinifanyisha hivyo last year, 2024 last year.
Yeah, akakutumia picha ya akiwa hosi iko kwa wall lakini hakumbuki. That is why nimesema hii picha after kuchangiwa 1 million, hii picha yenye alienda akapost. Akaambia Glada siende kumvisit, akakataa Glada mvisit. That is an old photo. Nimesema na imenitoka because mpaka alikataza mpaka Whitney ni rafiki yake. Mimi nilijua Whitney because of yeye akresiwa pesa hapa. Hata huyu mtandao alimtolea pesa juzi. Whitney alisema pia yeye alikataa siende kumuona. Glado alikataa siende kumuona. Ile picha ni ya kitambo. If she did the same to Candid, hiyo ni picha ya kitambo.
JB, I suspect alikuwa na hiyo pneumonia akaadmitiwa Aga Khan, na hapo ndio foto ilitoka.
Ndo nakwambia it could be photo ya kitambo pia. Aliadmitiwa lini na unasikia aliambia Glada ko home. Aliposti Glada kumuuliza kaende kumuona akamwambia ko home.
Si hiyo kitambo yenye alichukuliwa hiyo siku yenye alikuwa na hiyo pneumonia.
Si ndio nasema ni ya kitambo.
Unaogopa nini? Mnipatie picha sahihi. Hakuna picha JB. Nipatieni hiyo picha niweke sahihi, nitawaletea ilipigwa lini.
Atatuambia date. There is a way you can see.
Toa kwa wali yake nani?
Alafu JB, mumeambiwa hapa ako na miezi 6 ya kuishi. Asikuwa anapanga kwenda kukufa kama Judge Cinderella. Watu wachange pesa alafu tena afufuke.
Unajua Cinderella naye ni mdari.
Didi huyu anaweza Cinderella anataka. Itakuwa miezi 6 aende tuambiwe kuna matanga ichangwe kidogo amefufuka.
Kama
walichangia baba Sindula. Baba Sindula si alichangiwa mtoto ayuko mochari.
Mamake
what is the difference with this case?
Mamake
lakini TikTok mmepeleka for a ride walai. Mnakumbuka mkichangia mtoto wa mkufi.
Kandi does the mom live? Mamake anaishi wapi? Juu niliona amemposta amekuja kumvisit na ni mama Myang.
Sijui shagokuwa ni wapi, but the last time I was, because I blocked her everywhere. The last time I spoke with her when I was helping her mom anaishi Ushago. In fact, there was a day she would, on my traffic platform, she was saying, I said, why can't she go and look for her friends? Because every time this lady would bombard me with, oh, I need this amount, oh, I need that, I would tell her, look, even me, I'm just struggling like you. That time, you guys remember, I used to cook, I drive Uber, I do what? I'm like, I'm overwhelmed, I'm trying to help other patients, but you're on my inbox all the time. So you can go at least even on your wall, because for me, if someone needs my help, I want to see that you are also trying something. I want to see that you put something on your wall. But can you imagine Miss Cara wants me to be looking for money for her, but she's not put it on her wall. And if you look at her Facebook, she has a large following. You know, and so I told her, look, for now, I cannot, my friends are asleep, America is asleep. Can't you at least reach out to your friends and also put something on your wall? You know, and then I also asked her, and your family, your siblings, can't they help you also? My siblings are not working. My mother is not working. The first time my whole family, so they don't have anything. But then now, the mother is inside, back and forth throughout. But really, for me, what annoyed me most was the time she was conning me and tricking me. Her mother was right by her side. That woman lost all respect mothers can ever get from me.
Mimi kesho asipoleta kila kitu vile nimemwambia, atakuwa number 1 trending kwa Facebook. Ninaenda kumulika na nita make sure amulikwe vizuri, julikane. Alete makaratasi za kuonesha ya kwamba ako na stage 4 cancer na makaratasi za kuonesha anapata radiotherapy Aga Khan. Hiyo tu.
Huyu nani? Huyu msichana ni mwenda wazimu. A clean MRI abdomen CT, MRI chest that doesn't show any tumor involvement, anything, any node involvement. Unaambia watu uko stage 4. Having a thymic condition can make her lose her weight and look the way she's looking, sad and miserable.
Yeah, because
because you get tired and stuff, and you need replacement therapies and stuff. But lying to people is not fair. Yeah. We all know the function of the thymus gland. So when you have thymic issues, definitely this is what happen. Diana, tunakungoja kesho siendi kazi tumulike huyo msichana because
nita make sure Aga Khan pia inamulika. They will post on her wall.
Yes. And they've been waiting.
Yeah. And you see, guys, even the thymic cancer, I am on my wall, and that's why I normally say you bite the hands that feed you. It is on my wall that I had her coughing, and she was saying, "Oh, Mara pneumonia, Mara what?" I told her, "Look, go to the first hospital that treated you for whatever colon cancer. Ask them to screen you for any other that could be happening up there." And that is when they found her to have thymic cancer.
Wacha nikuambie. Unaona hii file ya Miss Cara ya Aga Khan. Nikiitaka naweza kuaccess yote. I just need to call some colleagues of mine na access hiyo file yote. So kama anawadanganya, the truth will eventually come out.
It's such a pity. Such a pity.
This is crazy.
Last thing, you're trying to lie to people in a country where there is no HIPAA protection. In America, I can lie about my condition because you cannot access my, you cannot access my details because HIPAA is protected. You cannot. But Kenya yenye ni nchi tu nikitoa 2,000, I get your document, I get everything. And sometimes even if I don't give nothing, I get what I need. You know? There's no HIPAA protection even in Nairobi Hospital, Aga Khan Hospital. Unakuja unadanganya aje watu?
Hapa Kenya unajua nurses sisi ni comrades. Sisi ni comrades. Unaweza kuwa hata hapo Nairobi Hospital you are my comrade na nakupigia na kwambia niangalilie file ya mtu fulani and check for me ABCD. Hapa by the way nurses tunajuana huku. Hapa tunajuana. So usijaribu kuja hapa TikTok na medical condition unataka kudanganya.
Mtu Miskara was a project for somebody. That mchango was a product. Kuna cartels walikuwa ndani. It was a project. Hakuna vile Meruprite angechangisha mchango wenye iko na pneumonia. Atuambia alienda na practitioner wapi. Hiyo ni aibu. For nurses abroad. Hiyo ni aibu. Tumeaibishwa. That is shame.
Mimi si nimewauliza hapa sasa nurse practitioners mimi believe ni watu wamesoma. Unaona? Na even if you argue and say that Merupriti is a psychiatric nurse practitioner, before she was a psych nurse practitioner, she was an RN. Hata kama hujaenda ukaspecialize on oncology is a whole unit in nursing school. It's a whole unit. Hauna mtu ambaye ameingia nursing school hajafanya part of oncology. How come I know about oncology? Kwani mimi ni oncologist? I'm not an oncology nurse, but I do know about oncology. Sawa. Sasa mimi unataka kuniambia nurse practitioner mzima atakosa kuona anachezwa?
Even
a medical report.
Wacha nikwambie
Magi leo nimejua about oncology.
Wacha nikwambie Magi huyo anakuanga zuzu kichwa maziwa. Unajua juzi nilimsikia akisema nini vile nilisema sina meno. Ati anasema eti hakuna vile mtu ati because of weight loss anaweza kulose meno. Can you imagine this is a nurse practitioner? Hajui eti weight loss inakujanga with the loss of calcium na a lot of things.
Yeah, I was to say that you get what we call demineralization. Kwani hajui hiyo?
Diana hata nails.
She doesn't know about demineralization?
Mimi speciality yangu as a nurse ni psych. I'm also a psych nurse. Speciality yangu ni psych. But before I went into psych nursing, I had already done nursing. Unasikia? Before I went into speciality. Unaona? So there is no medical, whether ni cardiac, whether ni nephrology.
She was sitting on a platform confidently talking like that. Imagine.
Mineralization when you lose weight and sometimes when you have obesity. How come she doesn't know this basic knowledge?
Anatuhaibisha sisi kama nurse.
No,
mbona anatuaibisha?
The day that you started being played was the day that she was, I believe, on Malisafi's platform, and there was a back and forth between text message sent, deleted. That was meant to build pity party in people, and she was dropped down. And when she was dropped down, JB picked it up, and focus was on them, and so that raised the platform to now we can raise this to 1 million. That is how I believe these cartels work. Build their story. It's about building the plot. So as this plot is dying, they're also working on another plot. So it will never end. It starts off from something that is convincing. And you will give again next week. It's not the end.
Ngojea, unajua hii akile kierere pia mimi ukuaga nayo. Mimi unajua hiyo story ya Malisafi venye alikuwa anamuuliza, kwa nini you sent messages and deleted them? Kwa nini? Mimi naye niko hapa nauliza, anapigia mtu mwenye amebakisha miezi 6 kelele hivi, kuja Miss Cara, kuja.
Kama yeye anasema tumhurumie sahi na yeye alikuwa anamfanyia huko. See, that was how the plot was being built.
Alikuwa anamletea shida juu ya deleted messages. Niko na that is petty.
Yeah.
Ati alimforwardia some messages alafu akazidelete tena.
Au je, cartel inaweza kutumianga hata mali safi kudivert attention, watu wafikiria anapinga mchango ndio watu wachange more.
Yeah.
Nini mnajuanga vile cartels wanafanya kazi kweli?
Yep. It's like a movie.
They
build the plot. Kenya nilishangaa ndio mchango ya kwanza mtu anahitaji pesa anapewa ×4 ya Kenya ameitisha. Almost guy. Have never seen this. Hadi nikakuuliza Diana, I was concerned. I was like, na una posters za 1 million. Ni za nini hizi? Huyu msichana amebakisha 10.
Simunifanyie mchango ninunue CX5. My dream car.
Na mbona watu wanapenda hiyo CX5?
Mimi nisikuji na story ya cancer. Mimi nataka CX5.
Hiyo ndio gari ya TikTok celebrities wa Kenya. Kwa sababu I think kila mtu akona hiyo gari. I think ndio Cindy ilifanya akawa yule mbaba. And by the way Tuesday nile ameenda matanga ya babake. Unajua kumbuki ile matanga kama mjui.
Wewe Faisal, CX9 haijafika Kenya, labda kama wako nayo.
Atakumbukaje matanga na Cindy sahii anapata nini? Mti kutoka kwa nani? King Master. Huku kumbuka King Master akituambia vile analala na wanawake.
Analalanga nao aje?
Mimi, mtu asinichezee. Nikifika mwanamke, naanza kutoa mwanamke saa 4. Namsika saa 4 the whole night. Nikifika saa 6 ndo naachilia. Kufika saa 6 nampe break. Anaenda kunywa maji kwa jiko. Wacha nikwambie, anakunywa maji kidogo kidogo hivi na mimi nakaa hapo na chill na relax tu. Namngojea. Akirudi nafanya round ingine, round kama 2 hivi. Yeah. Hii platform.
Ati round ingine, round kama atina chill na relax.
Akisafika saa 10 na musa yeye morning glory. Hiyo morning glory na kanyaga. Acheni wapie.
Sema mali alisema anapatiananga raundi 7. Anapeananga raundi 7.
Cindy alizihesabu zote. Baada morning glory
ni raundi 7.
Dina ulikuwa unatuambia ati we are laboring in love. Who is laboring in love beyond King Master? Unachapaje na mtu raundi 7? Kwani mnalima shamba? Si mtuzumie mali safi.
Mali safi anawakia nini sasa? Anawaka juu ya?
Si amekuja amechukua content hapa ameenda kupiga nayo kelele.
Hebu wekeni tusikie vile anawaka. Happy girl koma.
The document of Miss Cara have a lot of question mark. Kindly avoid hiyo mchango. Na vile niliambiwa kwa sababu aliniambia ni daktari nimetrust sana ako US. Pia ni a lot of support.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.